Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. I am Nana Tufo Boateng. It's a Wednesday morning and it's full of excitement because we have a lot of insights for you today, a lot of information and what we call infotainment, okay? Information and entertainment right here on the show for you. So please do your best to stay with us. But you can also join the show. It's interactive. Let us know your thoughts, your comments, and your contributions to the various issues that will be coming up on the show. Now, one of such issues that we'll be looking at later on the show is the issue of a typhoid fever outbreak in the OT region. Now, it beats my imagination, and I cannot for the life of me understand why in this day and age where the entire world is progressing, where there are new diseases, new infections that even science and innovation technology is helping us to combat, here in Ghana, typhoid fever is killing us. It saddens me, and it's worrying because typhoid fever is basically as a result of poor sanitation. Twist it anyhow you want, flip it anyhow you want. It is poor sanitation, basically. And to think that in 2025, typhoid fever is killing people, and not just, can you imagine that there are over 10,000 cases of typhoid fever in Dambai, just Dambai, and a prominent chief has lost his life to typhoid fever complications? Like, how? How is this? In this day and age, why can't we do what is expected of us? Why can't we just clean our environments, keep our environments clean? Why can't we just practice proper hygiene? Personal hygiene for everybody. And, oh, this one to its government. You want to wait for government? Yesterday, I listened to the regional minister, the OT regional minister, and I felt sad for him that he has to put together a task force to sensitize people about their own personal hygiene. Proper sanitation. You are dying and you won't learn. You won't stop the filth. You won't stop the indiscriminate disposal of waste. And typhoid fever is killing you and your people. Listen, let me make it clear, and you see how dangerous it is. If you meet 20 people in Dambai, 2 out of the 20 are living with typhoid fever. That's how serious the issue is. If you meet 20 people in Dambai today, 2 out of the 20 are living with typhoid fever. Now, if you want to extend it, 10,000 cases, over 10,000 cases, right, in the first half of this year alone. Now, if you reach out to the Regional Health Directorate, you find out that over 22,000 cases have been recorded. And that's serious. And it beats me. It's not like it's some corona that we are looking for a vaccine institute to develop vaccines, or we are importing vaccines from somewhere. This is as a result of your own poor sanitation practices, your inability to keep personal hygiene and keep so properly, the indiscriminate disposal of waste that you have been doing. And I don't know, you are waiting for government, or you're waiting for who to come and tell you that when you wake up, sweep your background. To come and tell you that when you are done with whatever it is that you are using, drop it in a bin. To come and tell you to desilt. You want who to come and do that for you? It's just heartbreaking that we live in these times in a country like Ghana, where the rest of the world is creating vaccines and testing theories and others, and we are here in typhoid fever. Typhoid. Charlie. Oh no, this one day we can do better as a people. Seriously, we can do better as a people. We need to fight this thing and fight it now. We should not sit down for typhoid to be killing us in this day and age. With all the advancements in the world. Typhoid fever. It's just that 5% of the entire population in Dambai, in fact, by extension, the OT region, 5% of the entire population in the OT region have typhoid fever. Like how? Poor sanitation is just the issue. It's the underlying factor. So keep your houses neat. Keep yourselves neat. Keep your surroundings clean. That's all. You don't need a regional minister or a DC or an MCE to set up a task force to tell you to clean your surroundings. Water might be a challenge, and that we can lay at the doorstep of the authorities. But for your own surroundings, hey, Gambai alone, 12,533 confirmed cases. Just Gambai, 12,533 confirmed cases of typhoid. We can do better, my people. We can do better. All right. Let's engage in proper waste disposal. Let's keep to good sanitation. And of course, let's keep to our own personal hygiene. Let's take it seriously. Let's be responsible for ourselves. And we'll be fine as a people. We've just living Corona, we've dealt with it. Then typhoid. Oh. And the next thing you know, cholera. And the next thing you know, malaria. Nah, we can do better. We've gone past this. It's such a shame. We've gone past this. Let's do better as a people. Anyways, you come to This Is Ghana exhibition. Let's see, maybe somebody will come up with some innovation that can help you fight your poor sanitation that is causing the typhoid in your community. Come to This Is Ghana exhibition on the 6th and 7th of September 2025, Ifua Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra, where we assemble any and everything Ghanaian. Okay, we're showcasing Ghana's export potential to the rest of the world, and we believe that Ghanaians are doing amazing stuff, wonderful stuff, and we want to share that with you. So all you need to do is to show up at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra on the 6th and on the 7th of September 2025. It promises to be exciting. It's eye-opening, a groundbreaking event that will assemble local SMEs, local startups, indigenous corporate bodies and innovations, Ghanaian businesses, and of course Ghanaian services, products, goods, wares, all will be assembled and be on exhibition on the 6th and 7th of September here in Accra. The This Is Ghana exhibition happening live, and we want you to be a part of it. If you want to participate, if you want to exhibit, please call us on 0205 973 973, 0205 973 973, and follow up, make your payments, secure your slot, and be part of the This Is Ghana exhibition. We want to see you there, and we want you to experience the amazing stuff that Ghanaians, wonderful Ghanaians, are doing, putting Ghana on the map, placing Ghanaian products out there. We are offering a platform for you to showcase all your products, from cosmetics, toiletries, food and beverages, consumables, technology, infrastructure, industry, services, just name it. Let's all meet at the This Is Ghana exhibition on 6th and 7th of September 2025 at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park. There's so much, a wide array of goods and services that will be on display. And trust me, I can promise you this, that you will be wowed. You will be wowed. So be part of the This Is Ghana exhibition 2025, which is brought to you by Channel 1 TV with support from 97.3 City FM, and is proudly sponsored by EcoBank, MTN, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult. You have the Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and then Ghana Exim Bank, and it's supported by Trillium Industrial Limited. Then you have Built Financial Technologies. All right, so MTN, thank you. Thank you to EcoBank. Thank you to Side Hustle from EK Brand Consult. Thank you to Ghana Enterprises Agency. Thank you to the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, GEPA. Thank you to Ghana Exim Bank. Thank you to AVV Rice. AVV Rice. Thank you to Twelum Industrial Company Limited. Built Financial Technologies. We appreciate you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being part of the This Is Ghana exhibition, which is happening on the 6th and 7th of September at the Ifua Sutherland Children's Park here in Accra. We want to see you there. Be there. Let's promote Ghana together. All of us are going to be there. Everyone from Channel 1 TV, everyone from City 97.3 FM will be there. And so you don't want to miss it. Come and let's share in the experience and the wonderful celebration of our Ghanaianness as a people. All right. Now, go to the Google Play Store and download the Channel One News app. It's quite simple, user-friendly, and easy to navigate. So download the Channel One News app. You have access to all the news, the information, the updates, current affairs, politics, sports, entertainment, business, showbiz, lifestyle, you name it. We have it all right there on the Channel One News app. And as you can see on your screens, quite a user-friendly interface, quite simple to navigate and easy to access. So download the Channel One News app from the Google Play Store and be part of the news, be in the known, stay updated, stay current. It's live on the Google Play Store, so you can download same, install on your phone, and be part of the news. Let's get into the newspapers real quick, real snappy. Daily Graphic is here. Ghana, gateway to Africa's market. Ghana, gateway to Africa's market. President Mahama to Singapore investors. President Mahama to Singapore investors. And just underneath that story, you have Kwabena Japan files for NPP flag bearer race. Kwabena Japan files for NPP flag bearer race. Then you have innovative affordable housing solutions headline home fair tomorrow. Innovative affordable housing solutions headline home fair tomorrow. UPSA Hallmark Research Lab sign $240 million AI partnership. Wow. UPSA Hallmark Research Lab signed $240 million AI partnership. Police deploy 300 personnel at Biniyiri. IGP visits to assess security situation. Police deploy 300 personnel to Biniyiri. IGP visits to assess security situation. Let me take you to the back page. No environmental assessment, no project. Lands Minister declares. No environmental assessment, no project. Lands Minister declares. Holy Child Past students launch 80th anniversary legacy. That's on the back page of the Daily Graphic newspaper. Let me take you to the Ghanaian Times now. Front page says, Africa investable. Ghana, your reliable gateway. President Mahama woos Singaporean investors. Africa investable. Ghana, your reliable gateway. President Mahama woos Singaporean investors. Then you have Ofankor and Swan Road. Work progressing steadily after contractor returns to site. Ofankor and Swan Road. Work progressing steadily after contractor returns to site. NLA introduced new sticker to clamp down on illegal lotto operators. NLA introduces new sticker to clamp down on illegal lotto operators. On the back page, you have Ayawaso West MCE presents items for Homowo. Ayawaso West MCE presents items for Homowo. Ningo Prampram Assembly cracks down on unauthorized structures at Afienya. Ningo Prampram Assembly cracks down on unauthorized structures at Afienya. So that's the Ghanaian Times newspaper this morning. Let me bring you the Daily Guide. Daily Guide. What's the Daily Guide saying? Flag bearer race. NPP opens voters register. Flag bearer race. NPP opens voters register. Ghana drops in Global Peace Index. Ghana drops in Global Peace Index. 8 convicted over Ablekuma North violence. 8 convicted over Ablekuma North violence. Government moves to reform gold sector. Government moves to reform gold sector. NLA rolls out new app to curb illegal operators. Then you have farmer kills son for money rituals. So, are we okay? Farmer kills son for money rituals. It's okay. The Herald newspaper. Let me move on to the Herald newspaper. Retired police chiefs pack out from headquarters after expose, but Frimpong stays on as presidency struggles to enforce ban. Retired police chiefs pack out from headquarters after expose, but Frimpong stays on as presidency struggles to enforce ban. I'm reading the story, but my mind is still on the previous one, the farmer killing the son. Like, hey, let me move on. MPP's Abronye faces another 20 million CD defamation case as Cocoa Board forestry bosses separately pursue him. The time will come that you won't get away with defamation. So if you're going to speak about someone, be sure to have your facts. Looks like this week is a week of suits, defamation suits. How Akumsen's attackers plead guilty to assaulting her and others. How Akumsen's attackers plead guilty to assaulting her and others. NLA introduces sticker system to curb illegal lottery operations. Then you have NPA Act set for overhaul after 20 years. Stakeholders engaged on draft bill. So that's it for the Herald newspaper this morning. Let's get into Elvis Dakon's The News Center. The News Center says Goldfields pays $460 million in taxes to Ghana government for the first half of 2025. Then you have Hassan Tampuli supports 238 tertiary students in Gushegu. 9 in 10 women in politics face abuse. That's according to a GenSed report. Fidelity Bank donates 500,000 CDs to children of fallen heroes. Good move there. Thank you, Fidelity Bank. Mobile Money Limited steps up fight against Momo fraud. Mobile Money Limited steps up fight against Momo fraud. Now let me jump to the custodian. NPP adds more delegates for presidential primary. NPP adds more delegates for presidential primary. TEAP petitions EOCO over alleged Galamsey excavator deals. Ghana drops in 2025 Global Peace Index. Wontumi radio stations closures are to silence our voices. That's the Ashanti NPP youth. And you have Brain Hill International School opens new Bawe campus. That's the custodian newspaper. Let me jump to the new publisher. New publisher says Randy Abbey sues Abronye, demands 20 million cedis compensation. Randy Abbey sues Abronye, demands 20 million cedis compensation. Attacking me won't change my focus. That's Brian Achampong, as NPP aspirant. And you have 7 killed in car crash. Rather unfortunate. The Ghanaian publisher now, in team, fires at NPP bigots. Our tradition rejects tribal religious politics. That's Augustine Collins in team, a former deputy local government minister. OT records over 10,000 typhoid cases since January. I think we've said enough about this morning. NPP expands voter register. Helicopter crash. Fidelity donates 500,000 CDs to Children's Support Fund. Woodin launches new ready-to-wear line inspired by tradition. So that's the Ghanaian publisher. The Informer says OSP controller team up to fight corruption. OSP controller team up to fight corruption. Look at Ghana through different lenses. Mahama urges investors. Look at Ghana through different lenses. Mahama urges investors. ICT Week celebration. Ghana to lead digital trade in Africa. That's according to Samuel Ofosu Ampofo. Then you have Kwesi Pratt warns Mahama over amending constitution to allow third term. Kwesi Pratt warns Mahama over amending constitution to allow third term. APP sues EC over Akutia by-election, cites maladministration. APP sues EC over Akutia by-election, cites maladministration. And then let's jump to the Inquisitor. NPP flag bearership race. Brian brags after running from tribal bigotry shadows. NPP flag bearership race. Brian brags after running from tribal bigotry shadows. NPA hosts a stakeholder forum on draft NPA bill. Napo links political success to God. And then you have Naimos, Blue Water Guards, seize Shangfangs along and Cobra. Naimos, Blue Water Guards, seize Shangfangs along and Cobra. All right, let's go online. Well, we're starting from this morning. Let's check out channel1newsonline.com. channel1newsonline.com. Galamsey fights. I support efforts to repeal LI 2462. That's the national chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Johnson Asiedun Ketia, speaking there. He sat with Umaru Sanda Amadu on the face-to-face program right here on Channel 1 TV. A number of story angles from that interview, actually. When you move on, this one says, Galamsey fight, state of emergency not safe. Again, Asiedun Ketia speaking. He also spoke regarding matters of the Electoral Commission, and he says, EC not fit for purpose. EC not fit for purpose. When you move away from him, Kenneth Japan is the Joshua taking NPP to the promised land. This is according to Inshia's Member of Parliament, Stephen Amwa. Let's go back to Asiedun Ketia, who's been speaking on the Akutia by-election. And he says Akutia by-election won't be marred by violence. That's according to Johnson Asiedun Ketia. NDC still strong despite appointment tensions. Again, Asiedun Ketia in that interview with Umaru Sanda Amadu. Will rigorously validate NPP new delegates. That's Deputy General Secretary of the NPP, Haruna Mohammed. Will rigorously validate NPP new delegates. Haruna Mohammed speaking there. Now, Kwame Japan has integrity, experience to lead NPP. That's Ofosu Asamoah speaking. Buniyiri Chief's palace burnt amid land conflict. Then you have the typhoid outbreak claims Dambai Chief, 22,000 infected in OT. Typhoid outbreak claims Dambai Chief, 22,000 infected in OT. Then you have 8 arraigned over Ablekuma North violence, granted 80,000 Ghana cedis bail each. Or the update is that they've been convicted on their own plea. They pleaded guilty to the assault and conspiracy to commit assault. They've been convicted, but sentencing has been deferred to Friday. So we'll be keeping an eye on that to bring you updates. Presidential race must be treated with respect. Brian Echampong to NPP. Now let me jump to citynewsroom.com real quick and bring you some stories from there. Again, Asiedun Ketia is here, national chairman of the NDC. Galamsey, declaring state of emergency dangerous. Yeah. Declaring state of emergency dangerous. That's Asiedun Ketia speaking there. You have importers raise alarm over mafia-style port auctions and cargo clearance. Ghana eyes new financing frameworks to boost cocoa, oil palm, and other strategic crops. Then you have NIB to support traders hit by Kantamanto market fire. And government not plotting to remove suspended Chief Justice. Again, Johnson Asiedun Ketia speaking there. So go online. All right, citynewsroom.com and channel1newsonline.com. And you have access to all these stories, its details, as well as several others. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Look at Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining made in Ghana across every sector. Get ready to be thrilled by live performances from Kwampa and the electrifying Inchin Band, adding music, rhythm, and culture to the celebration. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through till 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the Afro Sutherland Children's Park. For enquiries or participation details, call us on 0205-973-973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
Welcome. It's Play to 8.
Get ready for the game show where every play has a purpose. Welcome to Play to 8, the only game show where your knowledge and skill don't just win you prizes, they help change lives.
What sport is considered the most popular in the world?
Football.
Every point you earn goes toward real-world support, from school supplies to health kits, clean water to emergency relief. Play smart, play big, Play to 8. Catch all the action, the drama, and the heat.
Most commonly spoken language in Brazil.
Portuguese.
Play to 8 every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Edna, let's begin.
The Play to 8 game show is proudly sponsored by Tang Palace, Giraffe Island, and VVIP.
When the stars come out, Ghana Weekend turns up the lights. From the hottest red carpet moments to the wildest after parties. And for all your celebrations, anniversaries, and unforgettable moments, if it's happening, we're there. First, fast, and fabulously. Your front row pass to Ghana's A-list lifestyle is just a click or a channel away. GhanaWeekend.com and Ghana Weekend TV, where fame meets the fans. Promote your next big event with us, because when you party with the stars, the whole nation of black stars should know. Visit GhanaWeekend.com, watch and subscribe to Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube. Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle at GhanaWeekend.com, on X at Ghana Weekend, on TikTok, Ghana Weekend, and on Facebook at Ghana Weekend. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, all access, all glam, all yours.
Good morning. Thank you for choosing us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 TV. It's now time for the news review segment. So I have three gentlemen in studio. For some strange reason, all of them are in white. I'm wondering what the celebration is. Let me say good morning to Engineer Michael Kosidede. Good morning to Dennis Miracle Sabuaje. Good morning to you, Hamza Suhini.
Good morning.
And maybe you can share with us the secret behind the white.
So coincidental, I'm going for a friend's 70th birthday.
Oh, beautiful.
Church service from here.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's what then is here.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Dr. Bamia is filing tomorrow. Dr. Bamia is filing tomorrow, so
Anytime you see me on white, it means I'm
we're
broke.
geared up.
Hamza,
Anytime you see me on white, it means I'm broke.
this man.
I mean, a lot of people are broke in the country, so
Well,
I knew you was going to go there.
they should fix it.
Now, because they still have the
Because
money.
if he is broke,
They still have
Yeah.
the money.
if he is broke,
you can imagine those in
the
opposition and those the masses. Anyways, Dennis, let me start from you. The presidential primaries is catching up on us real quick. The party has taken some steps, including opening the registration for additional delegates. Give us the brain behind this. Is this from the conference, one of the resolutions you came to?
Yes. Good morning, Nana, and good morning to Hamza and engineer. I think that we were all witnesses to the conference, and there were specific decisions that were taken at the conference. So there were some amendments to the constitution, and the implementation for each of the amendments, or the timelines for implementation of each of the amendments, were also determined. So there are some that are going to be activated at certain periods, and then others are also being implemented now. And so what you saw yesterday from the General Secretary was one of the amendments that are supposed to be implemented now, ahead of January 31st. So that's basically what has kicked off. And by tomorrow close of day also, we should have all the aspirants who actually want to contest, who have filed their nomination.
Oh, the deadline is tomorrow?
Yes. So Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will be filing tomorrow at 8 a.m. At the party headquarters.
Right.
And after the filing, he would then make an official declaration, and then we'll take off from there. So yeah, I think we're on track. Of course, the only thing I would say is an admonition to all our party people across the country. It's a worry. It's been of great concern to some of us, the manner in which some are actually conducting themselves in this elections. I mean, one can understand that it's a competition, but I believe that there are more decent ways to compete and make your case than to sort to bring down your opponents in the eyes of your competitors. I think that is where the biggest challenge is. And so I would continue to urge all of us to be a bit more measured with some of the things that we do. The objective may be to malign someone in order to get an advantage, but it would have caused a lot of harm to the party than what you think. Because once you malign, there will be counter reaction, and once that counter reaction comes in, it may be equal measure or even more. I always tell people that if you come attacking me, don't try to determine how I respond. You understand? You may push me with one finger, but if I decide to retaliate, I'll come with all five. And then you say, oh, but I pushed you with one finger. I mean, I was minding my business.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to push me with one finger. So I really, really plead with all our people to be measured. You know, our opponents, they never mean well for us. They never wish any good for us. None, zero. Zero. Don't let any NDC person deceive you. They don't mean well for MPP at all. They wish we are no longer existing. They wish we are no longer part of the national discourse. And so they're always excited when they see us. So they always have a certain way of fueling. They will say, they will drop in keys to fuel whatever it is that will be. But I think that yes, democracy is good. Speak your mind, forcefully push the interest of your candidates, but let it be decent, especially when you cite, you know, these guys. They pick on these things, and then you hear the things you will say. You will hear.
Are you preempting or?
Oh, I know them. You hear the way.
Or maybe we should send you to Elvis. You have a prophecy.
You hear. You hear. Where is here? You hear the things you say because they are excited. One of the things they enjoy is to wake up in the morning and see an MPP person throw You know, some missile at they will be excited. You see them sharing, they excited.
Yeah, well, if you play to their turf, why not?
Yes, and you know what they will do. They'll come and say they should stop these things. It's not good for it. It is even worse than if they are coming at us. You know, so I beg my NPP people, please again. The conversation should be about why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Like I have always said, I don't even engage and even mention the name of our opponent. I don't think it's needed. If I'm asked about my opponent, I'll throw it somewhere. I believe that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the best candidate to lead the MPP into the elections because we have barely 1,207 days into an election. And so we need a candidate that has been well marketed, that is very prepared, that has traveled the journey before, that understands the pitfalls, the potholes, where to run, where to jog, where to walk, that has a better appreciation of the situation now than to try and hazard a new candidate who is now coming to learn the ropes of the job. That is my view. And I think that of all the people who are running these elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is best prepared, is the most formidable, and is the winnable of all the candidates. That means that we could hazard any other person, but the one that gives us the greatest chance and minimizes the risk is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And this is founded on electoral history, electoral trend, electoral records. That if I have gone into an election and I have close to 42% of the voters voting for me, I can confidently say without debate that I have some 42% of the country who believe in me. What it means is that I have some 9%, that could be engineer, Nana, our friends here, that I have to convince to come and join me. So this 9%, how do I get it going? Another person can also debate and say that, well, I think I can do it. I can make it. I can get there. Maybe true, but that risk is higher because you haven't gone to the people before. You could get 80%, you could get 70%, but you could also get 20, you could get 30, you could get 40. So between you and the one that has done it before and we can actually measure, I think that it is easier to pick on that person and say, okay, let's hold on to your 41.7% and let's go after the 9% that is left. And that's the sort of conversation that we're having. And this is also not just something that we are assuming, it is something that is backed by data, that in this country, except for President Mahama, that actually ran 2012 elections as a certain president and won, we've never had a candidate go for the first time to win an election. It's just history, it's just precedent, it's just an electoral trend. Politics is science, and politics is also sociology. So if the society and the sociology of the country is telling you that, well, we would want to hear this person multiple times before we give him a test, and they've done it with several candidates, then we need to give them that hearing and told that way. And that is why we feel that, okay, all of you are good, you could do it, but the one that gives us the biggest chance and opportunity is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
But this same person has been heard from since when? Is it 2008? And he had finally had the opportunity to contest in 2024, and yet suffered one of the biggest defeats in our history.
I have been heard, Hamza has been heard, all the people who are running, we've all been heard. So long as you're in politics, you are heard. That is why we can pick each of the candidates and give a profile of what their philosophies are, what their principles are. That is what it is. But I have never run for president. You understand? He has never run for president until 2024. Now, you see, the point is not about winning or losing by the biggest margin. In 2016, as of 2016, President Mahama's loss was the biggest loss this country has ever seen. And you recollect that in 2017, the whole year, the mantra was MDC Egu. In fact, some prophets started giving prophecy about how Mahama is finished. And that God has decided that there is no way Mahama can ever lead this country. There's blood on his hands. Who would have imagined? Even as of 2020, who would have imagined that President Mahama, that lost an election by close to 1 million votes, never seen before in this country, would come back to become president? Nobody. And you see, again, Mahama's comeback is a confirmation or a validation of the electoral trend that in this country, if you go and you speak to the people and you don't give up and you are consistent and you stick true to yourself, they are likely to listen. They are likely to listen to you than a first timer. That is why when President Kufuor went for the first time against former President Rawlings, he lost. When Professor Mills came against President Kufuor in 2004 for the first time, Professor Mills also lost for his first contest. Then Professor Mills came in 2008 as his second term. Then another was coming for his first time, another lost. Then another came for his second time, he lost against President Mahama, who was an acting president. Then another one on his third term as a flag bearer in 2016. Then John Mahama, His Excellency, came back again in 2020, lost before he won again in 2024. So unless you want to ignore the data, unless you want to ignore the facts, unless you want to take a big risk guess game amongst all the candidates, it is clear that all of you could do what it is that you say you want to do. But if we are going to run by the numbers, run by the data, then the one that gives us the best chance, you could all give us a chance, but the one that gives us the best chance and gives us our fastest path to winning 2028 is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, because he went into 2024 elections, lost, but he's holding a certain percentage of votes, 41.7% of votes, which that we can attest to and validate that he has it. What we know he doesn't have is 8%. You have 0 because you haven't gone to be tested before. You are saying you can do it, but you could also go and also do less than that. How do we throw away a 41.7% vote and go hazard a 0% vote? It's a difficult, logic to
very Dennis. Thank you. Hamza, the good old Professor Mills would have said, do fiasem. But I'm sure you are interested in the MPP and its politics, especially in the build-up to the presidential primaries.
Absolutely. Good morning to you. Good morning to my brother, Dennis, and of course, engineer, and our good listeners out there in your production team as well. Nana, I think that...
Is the smile on your face for me?
Dennis decided in his usual fashion to attempt to gag me from speaking on the matter by strategically proceeding to preempt what it is I am likely to say on this platform. But you see, it is true that ordinarily I should mind my own business in line with the philosophy of His Excellency late President John Evans Atta Mills. But on this particular issue, what the happenings within the New Patriotic Party is part of my business. I'm a citizen of this country, and they operate under the laws of Ghana. And whether we like it or not, it is a competitive political party, and we ought to be interested in the happenings within that political party, because it has national implications, not just implications for the entity called New Patriotic Party. That is why it is important for all of us to be interested in the happenings within that particular fold. And in all honesty, what is happening is not something we all should be proud of. I have monitored the tribal and religious undertones that have so far characterized their campaigns. Realize that it's not a campaign of ideas. It is simply a campaign of personality attacks rooted in the unhealthy politics of religion and tribal bigotry. And for me, that is worrying. Not just for the future of the New Patriotic Party, it also has repercussions as far as our national democratic drive is concerned. And that is the reason why I expect some semblance of leadership. I know that they failed us in the last 8 years in terms of their inability to provide an acceptable form of leadership. But at least they should work hard this time around to provide leadership, not just for the country, but within their own fold. That leadership is lacking. And I listened to Brian Achampong. And yesterday I had cause to condemn him, but even in condemning him, you simply cannot help but blame Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia for where we are.
How so?
Nana, we've all engaged in politics for some time now. 92, we witnessed the campaigns. I was relatively very young, like my brother Dennis. I'm sure even then I would not have been able to decipher, in terms of ideology, the difference between the NDC and the NPP. And apart from just participating in rallies as a child and jubilating, dancing to NDC songs, I'm not sure that I... But if my memory serves me right, looking back to history, I did not see that religious undertones. 96, when President Mills emerged, I could tell the difference. I did not hear the religious undertones. Even the NPP did not play that game. Because I remember President Mills was a running mate to Jerry Rawlings. And the NPP equally didn't have a Muslim running mate, if my memory serves me right. So we did not have issues of religious politics and tribalism for that matter.
Yeah.
Fast forward, Ali Mahama came, discharged himself in ways we all commended. Despite the fact that he was a known and practicing Muslim, he resisted the temptation to go religious on his campaigns. Unfortunately, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the first person to introduce that warring way of campaigning to us as a people. When he said that the Muslim community should consider voting for him so that the Quran too, the Holy Quran, would also be represented at the Jubilee House. I remember at the time we condemned those statements and the MPP defended it. I can give you a number of comments Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia made, even as recent as the 2024 election, when he met the Yana and said that and sought to annihilate, because he understood, look, that clearly His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and he himself were coming from the same region, technically speaking, the northern zone of Ghana. And so he needed to create that division to be able to have an advantage. And he went before the Yana and made references to Nagbewa Zulia. When we say Nagbewa Zulia, it means descendants of Nagbewa. Strategically trying to cut out His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, who happens to be coming from the Gonja community and can be argued not to be part of that Nagbewa Zulia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia made those comments. So if today, and even prior to that, when he was campaigning to be running mate, he assured them that he would bring the Muslim caucus to the NPP. And they gave him their mandate. So if you have one of the leading aspirants of the NPP flag bearership race questioning what you did with the promises you made, I do not think that you have the moral authority to question him or criticize him as engaging in tribal bigotry or religious politics, when you were the one who set that standards for yourself. And so it is within the democratic right of Brian Achampong to seek to find out how your promise was carried through. Did you actually succeed in bringing the Muslim caucus on board? Absolutely not. And references were made to, they made references to Boku. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sought to give us a historical pattern of the voting behavior of the people of Upper East. But then, when I was listening to him, I asked myself one simple question. Why do you think that the MPP itself nominated you as running mate to His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and subsequently as flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party? They expected you to be able to break that jinx. So even in that attempted defense, it was an inherent admission that indeed I failed in my responsibility as flag bearer. And these are some of the things that must engage the Bawumia campaign if truly they need to be given the confidence once again of the electorates within the New Patriotic Party. But Nana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is a big brother to many of us.
Right.
And I have not minced words, and I don't hide it. If I look at those who are contesting to lead the New Patriotic Party, not because I consider him a big brother, but in all honesty, regardless of the kind of challenges that I have enumerated about his candidature, he stands tall. To be very honest, he stands tall. I think that his temperaments are good, not unduly aggressive, calm, collected, is something you can give him. Is focused on the bigger picture of actually providing leadership within the New Patriotic Party, commendable. And so I have no doubt that at the end of the day, the delegates are likely to give their mandate to His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And he is best suited, considering the number of people who have shown interest in contesting for the flag bearership. He's best suited than any of them. But as to whether he is actually best suited to lead this country is why I disagree. Because I have seen the track record of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as opposition running mate, as sitting vice president in charge of our economic management team. And sometimes I ask myself, what is it that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wants to come back and do?
He wants to serve as president.
To do what?
To help in the development of this country.
That he couldn't have done in the last 8 years as chairman of the economic management team.
As vice president.
When he promised us that he was going to be in charge of the economic management of the government in opposition. And actually, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo mandated him as sitting vice president to be in charge of that. Have you forgotten that it was the same Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who started celebrating the gains of the government in their first 2 years and attributed everything to his leadership as far as the economic management team was concerned? So his track record is known. Even things that were directly under him. What is the fate of digitization that they decided to make noise about? What is the state of the Pualogu Dam? That on yearly basis, because of the spillage from the Bagri Dam, many of our compatriots in the north lose their lives and farmlands. For good 8 years, what did Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia do for us? We still have unmotorable roads, even in his own region, northeast, let alone certain aspects of the northern region. So his record is known. What significant contribution did Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as vice president make to the Tamale Teaching Hospital in the last 8 years? That basically serves the 3 or 5 northern regions now. He should tell us. Health is an important factor and a worry to many of us from the northern regions. What did he do in his 8 years as vice president?
Very well.
To contribute in that state. So these are some of the questions that we need to engage. And so when it comes to leading his party, unfortunately for the New Patriotic Party, many of those who are gunning to unseat him are not up to the task. Undoubtedly, he stands tall.
Right.
But it is not Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who would secure them the presidency.
Very well.
That is the naked truth. But you see, finally, Nana, I have a difficulty when it comes to the operations of the New Patriotic Party. And I will not mince words. I think that one of their #1 challenges has to do with the current crop of leadership that they have.
The national executive.
Yes. This is, and whoever emerges, and I'm hopeful that it will be Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, of course. I am declaring my support for him on this show.
Does it make it easy for the NDC?
Why must you put mischief on my declaration?
Well, I'm just asking.
Oh, no, not really. It is easier to run over. I always enjoy competition, of course. Amongst all of them, he will be a competitive candidate to have. It is not Brian Champong who unethically attempted to acquire state assets as a sitting cabinet minister. We cannot risk engaging or paving the way for such people to get near to the presidency of the Republic of Ghana. Same with, what's his name?
Kennedy
Ajapong. That temperament is not there. That tact of a leader is not there. That responsibility of conduct is not there. And so, if I'm a true Democrat and I'm worried about democratic stability in this country, I think that out of the lot that the MPP is presenting, I would be comfortable to have an engagement with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia than any of them. And maybe I'm taking this soft spot because of my good friend Dennis here too, so maybe that's why I'm
I see the way they stab you and they put the ghost around it.
Yeah. The boy brings you.
That's what you try to do. But you are deal with some of the issues.
Yeah.
So basically, that is my position on the matter. There's a need for them to look at not just a flag bearership change, also change in terms of their national leadership to at least position the party once again to become a little bit competitive. The NDC is looking forward to having a competitive election. But I agree with Dennis about the issue of numbers, 1 million votes or 1.6. I've never believed in the numbers game, especially after every election. It is true that in 2016, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, we lost by approximately about 900 and something thousand votes. That was unprecedented at the time. Yeah. Many thought that there was no way the NDC and His Excellency JM would be able to come back. Would have been able to come back from such a defeat. But we came back in a stronger fashion. And so the fact that the NPP lost the last election, I've always told my colleagues in the NDC that we should not be complacent. The fact that they lost in excess of over 1 million votes does not mean that the NPP will never get the chance to lead this country again, or His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia may not be able to win the presidency again. Absolutely not.
Right.
What we need to do is to live true to the promises we made to the good people of this country and let them judge us based on the promises we made, and most importantly, our conduct as government officials. Because you can do all the right things, you can cross all the T's, dot all the I's. If you come across to the Ghanaian people as arrogant, disrespectful, be rest assured that they will punish you at the polls for
Thank
that.
you,
And
Hamza.
these are some of the things we have
Thank
to
you.
consider.
Is
Thank
that
you.
too much time for a subject that has nothing to do with analysis?
Engineer, let me come to you and pick
Even
your
though I help
thoughts
you a little.
on the MPP and its presidential primaries.
So, I have followed not too keenly the internal issues going on within the MPP. But I ask myself, what has become of our political parties? Not just the MPP, but our political parties in total. Over the last 30 plus years that we engage in multi-party democracy, our political parties have become more of election machines than proper parties that will lead us into good governance. I mean, so let's look at the trend. Has there been a consistent improvement in education? Has there been a consistent improvement in health, transportation, sanitation, job creation? Has there been a consistent improvement?
But there's been growth from one stage to the other.
Yes, but has it been consistent? You see, the essence of democracy that we all want to celebrate is for us to deliver consistent growth. But we don't see that. So today we are talking about OT region having typhoid, 10,000 people.
Disappointing.
I mean, disappointing. So we need to look at the internal politics, because this is where the leaders for the nation emerge. And throughout this campaign that I see from the MPP, I don't hear people talking about the substantive issues. What does the MPP stand for? Which candidate best represents the interest of the party? There's no dialogue on that.
Right.
It's all about personalities. So for me, that is again tells you what our political parties have been reduced to. It is about self-interest and nothing about national interest. Because consistently the debate has not been about what does the MPP stand for.
Right.
How do we hope to deliver the goods and services to the people of Ghana?
There's been a deviation from the tradition of the party.
Exactly. So completely all you hear is, I have more money, I have this, I have that. Is that what the nation...
It's all about self.
It's all about self. So for me, this is a worrying trend that all of us need to be questioning as a nation. And truly, when you look at all the other political... It's all become a competition to capture the national resources, and then how we distribute it among ourselves becomes the next agenda. So that for me becomes a worrying trend, that the political parties are not doing what they should be doing to deliver on good governance and the others. So I'll leave it at that, because I don't want to go into any other detail, but I just think that we need to look at our political parties and say, what do they stand for? Who best represents? Because you see, when you come to a stage where everybody in the party suddenly thinks that I can become presidential candidate, and the delegates are not even certain who should be, then we have a problem. Because if the party maintains a tradition of ideological purity or clarity and says this is what we represent, at a certain stage, you realize that there's largely movement towards a particular candidate who everybody sees as this guy clearly cuts and meets the requirement of this political, but we don't see that happen. And I think that is a degeneration in our politics and national governance generally. But there's an issue I want to bring generally, so outside of this, I want to bring on board. No, let me just finish my time.
Just a minute.
No. I will start the topic. You also like to deviate. Let me.
You see, he's taking an inspiration from you.
There is.
You set your own questions and you might.
You see, there is this.
You are learning from the
in the last few weeks, we have heard the
DVLA,
where the DVLA has imposed sport fines.
Yes.
And it's going around setting up camp and collecting the sport fine.
I think it's 223 CDs.
Exactly. I mean, it's been published. I have a little problem with it. You see, the LI 2180 or 2180, from which they are deriving the power to impose sport fines.
As a road traffic regulations.
Road traffic regulations, under regulation 157. If you read that very carefully, you see that there's things they are supposed to put in place to collect that sports fine is not in place. because they are supposed to have a sport fine office under Regulation 157. That is not in place. Now again, under Regulation 190 in the same LI, they are supposed to have a counterpart driving license issued to everybody. Because the essence of the law is to improve road traffic safety. It is not to make money for DVLA. That's not the essence of the law. The essence of the law is to ensure that road traffic safety improves in this country. So they are supposed to issue a counterpart driving license upon which, when they impose a sport fine on you, they will record in that what offenses you have committed. That has not been issued. If you read those regulations in conjunction with 39 and 36, where your license can be revoked, the DVLA must make a case for the revocation of your license. Upon what would they make a recommendation? It is based on some of these things that have been recorded in the counterpart driving license. So I have a little challenge why DVLA seeks to simply impose the sports fine, which is clearly defined in the law, but under the same 157 provisions, they have not implemented all the requirements.
So they are picking and choosing.
So they are picking and choosing. So the DVLA itself is simply looking as if they just want to make money without improving road transport safety in this country. And we know the crashes are increasing. Yeah. So for me, that is worrying. That the state institution, which is supposed to protect life and property, is not focused on that, but is looking at getting money.
Very well. There's a message from Sule in Sunyani KTK. He says, fellow Ghanaians, it will take quality and visionary leadership to save the country. The issue about whether the leader should come from the southwest, north or east, Muslim or Christian is needless. But what is important is that we need a leader who genuinely has the nation's welfare at heart, that would be able to deliver quality leadership to bring about the needed transformation of the nation. Innovative Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia has raised the bar and will lead Ghana to the next level, inshallah. This one says, good morning, Nana. How on this earth will you leave 41.75% and go in for zero start? Nana, seriously, DMB is just the best for MPP because he is the only one who does not insult or talk ill of his opponents. That one alone speaks volumes to those descending delegates. Okay, I'm not sure. Well, this is from Jacob from Bimbagu. Ahmed from Nima says, good morning, Nana. Some of us watching from afar will confidently say that Dr. Bawumia is the best bet for the NPP. Ghana needs leaders with character and morals, not jokers. Good morning, Nana. Hamza is deliberately trying to run down Dr. Bawumia. The NDC fears him a lot. Dr. Bawumia is the most successful vice president this country has ever had. There's a Swallow from Nima. Good morning, Nana. I don't know which yardstick Hamza is using to assess Dr. Bawumia as vice president. What I do know, and it is not in any dispute, is the fact that Dr. Bawumia's performance as vice president is non-comparable in terms of excellence. Not even Mahama as vice president comes close. Pascal Dunyo from Afife sent that one in. Keep your messages coming in. We'll do our best to read them out. Dennis.
Let me just make a last point on this topic, then we'll move on to other topics. So, you see, the NDC is a very dangerous breed of politicians. That's
your characterization of the NDC.
Because that's the only way you can vividly contextualize the issue. They are dangerous. You see, exactly what I told you is what he did. Now, these guys, they come from a revolutionary route, and that makes them think in a certain way. So you see, Hamza and his NDC have actually positioned themselves in 2028 already. And they are fighting the opponents they will be having in 2028, even from our internal elections. You get it? So he speaks, and for 30 minutes, it's all about one candidate that he says he loves. The same candidate he says he loves.
Wait, so you don't believe in love is sincere?
And you ask yourself,
it's not sincere.
You ask yourself, why is it that there are 5-6 people contesting in an election? But there's only one person that is always receiving attacks from the opposition party. Let me put something into context. And Hamza probably knows, but again, the way John Mahama, His Excellency, has trained them over the period. The person who introduced the tribal politics in our polity here in Ghana is John Mahama. In fact, as of 2016, I don't think Dr. Bawumia was anywhere close being flag bearer, was he? This is cityfmonline.com or City Newsroom, right?
City Newsroom, yeah.
November 20th, 2016. It's a 2-minute read. You don't have 2 minutes. So this is what I would do. The opposition New Patriotic Party, and this is...
is this a quote?
Which year?
2016, November 20th. The opposition New Patriotic
I
Party.
still have my right of
Relax, calm down.
I am.
Will never allow its current running mate, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, to be flag bearer. President Mahama stated. According to President Mahama, the MPP has always taken Northerners for granted, and he expressed pity for those who sided with the main opposition party over his governing National Democratic Congress. He thus asked Northerners to reject the MPP, describing it as a party that does not believe in the potential of Northerners. Addressing residents of Nora in the Upper West region, President Mahama himself, a Bole in the Northern region, lamented, "Sometimes I feel sad when I see some of our Northern brothers running and also doing this. They will use you and dump you." He's referring to the MPP. Let anything happen today, and let our brother Bawumia say he is standing for president in MPP. They will never give it to him, I can assure you. President Mahama went on and on and on and on. Then he said, he reminded that he had the full backing of the party executives of the NDC, and that no Congress was needed as he opined. So he's referring to the time President Mills passed and how he came in to be the candidate and all of that. If it was another party, they would have insisted that there should be Congress. And in that Congress, I would have been contested and they would have given the leadership to somebody else. I am a proud member of the NDC because I know it is a party that opens opportunity for all people of Ghana, irrespective of your ethnic affiliation or your religious affiliation. This was 2016. That time, Bawumia had not even uttered a word. He had not even said anything. This man, John Mahama, His Excellency, is the one who went to pitch Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia years before even Dr. Bawumia conceived the idea to be a flag bearer for the MPP. So you see why I told you that John Mahama has trained them very well. 2016, he anticipated a possible Bawumia, candidature as far as 2016 and started pitching ethnic, tribal, and religious animosity against him at that time. So you are wrong. You are completely misleading the public if you try to create an impression as if Dr. Bawumia is the one who Dr. Bawumia, when he went to the North to campaign, was always confronted by this quotation that Mahama did in 2016, and he always had to take his time to explain. That is the point. Number two, Hamza, sought to jump around and say, what is Bawumia coming to show us? Bawumia has never been president. Never. Even Mahama, who was president in 2012 and failed abysmally, woefully. He was president for 4 years. We slept in darkness for 4 years. Companies shut down, factories shut down. Millions of young children were left on the streets of this country without affording to go to secondary school. National health insurance lost close to about 4 million subscribers because the health insurance had collapsed. Even John Mahama, after losing an election as a failed president, has been given another chance. What is he coming to do? What is Mahama coming to do today that he hasn't done before? But we have given him a chance. John Jinapo, who was a spokesperson of President Mahama, said it, and he's on TV. It's on one of your pages. He was asked, what does the Vice President Mahama do in this government? Do you know his response? He says that Professor Mills handles the serious business, the developmental issues. President Mahama attends the social activities and functions. This is him. The video is on YouTube. The video is on YouTube. This is John Jinapo explaining what even John Mahama, who was attending social functions as vice president, according to his spokesperson, was given a chance to become president. You know why? Because the way our democratic governance and systems are structured, we have an executive president. The executive president shares his singular vision, and everybody else works towards that vision.
Right. Wrap up for me.
You cannot have a president and have other people trying to play roles as president. And it's important that Hamza acknowledges that and runs away from being unnecessary, misleading, and mischievous. Number three, engineer makes a point about what the politics are. First of all, engineer, political parties exist to win elections, please. When we win the elections, then we'll form government. Then the government people will do their business. So as we speak today, the NDC, Esedu Ketia and Co are the party. Their job is now to prepare for the next election. John Mahama is the candidate and the president. His job is to run the country. But the party presents a manifesto to the people And once the party presents a manifesto to the people, the president and the government will have to drive that manifesto. That doesn't mean that party, if you're a political party, you can't go and organize funerals, you can't go and organize church, you can't do anything. Your job is to mobilize again for the next elections. And please, we have made some progress, albeit not maybe fast-paced. We haven't been consistent, and I agree with you. But the reason why this country hasn't been consistent is because of the albatross of the NDC around our necks. Because anytime we make 2 steps forward, they come. And they come and take us 10 steps backwards. In this country, as at 1994, this country had over 313 state-owned factories. Okay, 1994. This NDC party, instead of building on these industries and making sure that we become an industrial country like Malaysia and Singapore, who were our age mates, they sold 300 of it, like mushrooms and tin tomatoes, and converted some into big church auditoriums for their friends. So they debased all our industrial strength, and we had to start again. That is inconsistency. I agree with him. These guys, when they came to office the first time, the national health insurance that the country was building on and had gotten to a certain level, by the time they were leaving, millions of Ghanaians had left because their health insurance was not working. That is inconsistency. We had to come and bring up the confidence. Kufuor came and introduced free basic education because we realized that a lot of Ghanaian children were dropping out at the basic level. And so he did the survey, and it was obvious money, poverty was one of the reasons why Ghanaian children were not attending school. So he made it free. Then enrollment tripled. Then all of a sudden, the NDC came after Kufuor. Instead of they continuing from there, because these guys who were poor and are now being put into basic education, needed support to be able to continue in the secondary school. They came. They did nothing. Inconsistency. It had to take a coup for them to come 8 years later to make secondary education free and get these children back in there. So I agree with him with the inconsistency. But we know why. The reason is because these guys, they will come lie to you like they've done to us with Galamsey. Said all manner of things. And today they are the ones mining.
Well, Hamza.
So, you see, I made the point that my brother, engineer, only took an inspiration from
Dennis.
When it comes to tangential way of
I just addressed two. I am not.
You raised on the issue of privatization of state enterprises in line with the IMF conditionalities in the past. I'm sure the history is out there for many who are interested to read and to even abreast themselves with a number of them who acquired state properties under the guise of that particular policy, who are NPP as far as their political leanings are concerned. So I'll leave that to their judgment. Remember that they tagged themselves as property-owning democracy, and so they defended the IMF on that trajectory in terms of the privatization of state-owned enterprises under the NDC, because of the economic challenges we all faced as a country. So I'll leave that to the jury to determine. But you see, tribal and religious politics, you see, that has always been my difficulty with my brother Dennis. This selective way of recalling history by him and the NPP. I have before me a Joe FM report of 2008. He made references to a 2016 declaration.
You know, and yes, but you said about me introducing.
I'm going to prove to you why I insist that it was introduced by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. This is it. 2008. 2nd September 2008. Where Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia indicated that MPP presidential ticket narrows north-south development gap when he was elected, and proceeded to call on Northerners to vote for him because he's a Northerner.
Yes, when he was elected running mate.
Yes, and that Nanado chose him because of their agenda to bridge that gap. In 2008, he made references to a 2016 story of His Excellency President Mahama. We are talking about 2008. That is not all. Nana, again, your own station, City, May 2, 2016, we need a balance of Muslims, Christians at the Flagstaff House. Earlier than the report he made reference to in 2016, he made reference to a November publication of His Excellency President Mahama. This was on the 2nd of May 2016, published by City FM Online. Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, that is his track record. If there's anybody who introduced tribal and ethnic bigotry into our political space, it is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And if indeed he wants us to see him as a changed person, he must start by apologizing to the good people of this country for poisoning our political atmosphere with needless references to religion and tribe. This is the fact. This is the fact. It is a manifestation of responsibility. He must do so. He must apologize to the whole country now. And stop going after the likes of Brian Achampo, who are simply comparing notes in terms of what he promised the New Patriotic Party and the good people of this country. So, Miracles, don't do this. The history is not favorable to you and your boss on this matter. Now, I do not pretend to like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I've never hated any person in my political space. I may disagree with him politically, but I still hold so much reverence for him first, as a senior brother, and secondly, as a statesman of the Republic of Ghana. Because whether I like it or not, he served for 8 years as the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. So he has earned that respect from me. But I am also mandated under the laws of this country to be able to criticize leadership where I feel that their leadership is in question. And I sincerely believe that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the last 8 years did not discharge himself in ways that ought to give the good people of this country confidence to want to give him their mandate. And I maintain too that if indeed the NPP had an alternative, maybe that alternative would have been better than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But unfortunately, those they are presenting, he's the best amongst them, unfortunately for them. So when I say these things, it is out of sincerity. It is out of objectivity. It is not laced by mischief. But you have decided to be tangential in your defense of your boss by going to make references to privatization that have been national health insurance. I was struggling to understand the context.
Didn't they sell the countries?
I was trying to.
They are friends.
Can I land? I was quiet. I was quiet.
Miracle Chapel.
I was quiet.
There's a corn beef factory.
Dennis, don't do this.
Is that privatization?
You know you don't like it.
Is that privatization?
No, I've not said that the NDC didn't privatize. But
no, you didn't. You sold. No, you didn't privatize.
Dennis, hang on.
You sold.
You people bought some, right?
No.
Miracles, hang on. Hamza, please.
So these are the facts. So I was struggling to understand where this jumping around is coming from. And Nana, we are talking about industries. You are talking about the sale of industries, mixing everything up with national health insurance. I only made references to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's deceptive politics in the last 8 or 16 years when he emerged. I referenced the Kualogo Dam, where he failed his own people, the very people he convinced to give their mandate to him. And they lived up to expectation, both in 2016 and 2020. I made references to his failure to inject any meaningful investment in Tamale Teaching Hospital. You are not the host. I made references to his inability.
Please, allow him to laugh.
Say the same thing.
Allow him to laugh, please.
You can see that he's uncomfortable.
The same thing.
You can see that he's uncomfortable.
Hasn't he mentioned Paulugu already?
Well, let him wrap up.
You should mention one road Mahama did when he was president in 2012. And yes, he's got the chance back in Savannah. One.
Savannah.
Yes, mention one.
My goodness.
Mention. Why is it my road? Mention.
Let's carry on. Make your point. Please make your point.
Mention. He didn't do Bupe.
Who did Bupe?
Mahama didn't do Bupe.
Who did?
By the time calm down.
Let's not do this.
Fact. Let me give you.
No. Let me finish my presentation, please.
You allow him.
But you asked me a question.
I didn't ask you a question.
You rather ask him a question.
So you see, when it comes to Mahama's track record, we can even boast of community days in high schools. Both in Savannah and Northern Region.
As president.
We can
Bawumia is tired.
So he has moved.
Bawumia is so tired that as president.
I can go back to President Vice President.
Go there.
Dennis,
Let's go there. Go there.
Was it not done one president? Mahama was vice president.
Can you imagine? Done when he was president.
When he was vice president.
When he was vice president.
Yes.
Was he the president? So now, Bawumia.
What is Dennis talking about?
Can go and take the 13,000
You don't need to talk about
you can't take credit for some and leave some.
Hold on. So Bawumia can go and take the 13,000 kilometers of
let me make my point.
Vice president.
No.
You can't take credit for some and leave some.
I'm not going to allow this. I'm not going to allow this. You see how he keeps on shifting.
No, you are listing a road that was done when Mahama was vice president and say he was part of the government. Then you come and ask, what did Bawumia do?
That
when
is-
he was vice president. That doesn't make sense to you.
Let him finish his submission.
I made references to projects
You
that
can't
were
do
done
anything
under
to me.
President Mahama
You
as
can't do
president.
anything to
You
me.
said, no, I'm making references to when he was president. Was Bawumia ever president? And I said, cool, let's go back to his record
when
as vice
John
president.
Mahama was
And I
vice
started
president.
giving you
Yeah.
examples, including the phase 2 development of Tamale Teaching Hospital when President John Dramani Mahama was vice president. So when it comes to track record of delivery, as far as the northern regions are concerned, His Excellency JM stands tall in all humility.
It's a falsehood, complete falsehood. He should just
He
list
stands
them
tall.
and let's run the comparison. If it's about regime, then let's run the comparison as when Bawumia was vice president.
That is you.
And when he
Allow
was
him.
vice
You see, you are
president.
eating into his time.
Which time? By
You
the
are
time
eating-
is over.
He's about wrapping up.
Was
You keep
I
interjecting.
not prompting you when I was speaking?
You keep interjecting. Allow
Was he
him.
not prompting you
Allow
when I
him
was
to wrap
speaking?
up. Hamza, please wrap up on this. In a minute,
I
wrap
see
up for
that
me.
whenever I open my mouth to speak, he becomes very uncomfortable.
Yes, because they lie. And the ones that lie
He becomes-
not
because he
nobody's
knows
comfortable.
Hamza,
that.
please carry on.
You see,
1
but
minute,
Nana,
wrap up
yes,
for me.
I'll try to wrap up. You see, I think that it is important for us to appreciate that when it comes to the New Patriotic Party, it has found itself in a ditch. And their focus should be on how to rebrand. And in that rebranding exercise, they have not been able to present a candidate who can champion that. And I hate to say this. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is not the candidate to champion the rebranding exercise. Though, indeed, he's the best to lead amongst those who are they have presented to us. But if truly they are looking at 2028, the focus should be bigger. They must go out there and hunt for a candidate who can truly live up to the expectations of their grassroots. But until that is done, they can continue to recycle Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. The NDC, hopefully with the help of the Ghanaian people, will continue to defeat him, provided that the NDC as a political party also lives true to the promises that it made to the good people of this country. And I'm convinced that knowing the president we have, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, this is a man who has his eyes on the ball, and he will do everything to leave a legacy that the NDC can rely on to win the next election.
Vero. Good morning. Dr. Bawumia is the ideal candidate going into 2028 elections. This is Wisdom Hloji. He says he's a former communications officer, Southong.
So Gary,
Okay, Dennis, he wants your
Why don't you
number.
know what I'm going to do?
The
I still
NPP's
allow it.
decision to select a presidential candidate early in January 2026 is proving to be a strategic move. It gives us ample time to unite and prepare for the 2028 elections. Greetings to Miracles Man in the studio. Amino from Insawam sent that one in. Good morning to you and your distinguished guest. It's a joy watching Senior Hamza and Dennis on your show, and I love Engineer for his unbiased submissions. DMB is the best candidate to lead us in the MPP. He's the one with the bold and rich ideas we can risk our chances on, and we won't pour our 1 CD sugar into the sea by choosing either Ken or Brian. Even if JDM was our candidate for the 2024, we will still have lost miserably. DMB is the best to lead us in 2028. This is Hamza from Tamale. Good morning to you and your panelists. In fact, I have nothing to say once I'm viewing and listening to the chief communicator of all communicators across. Dennis, I think I must get Dennis' contact. Hey, Muniru Kofi, and you say DMB all the way. Yeah. Good morning, and now my greetings to Dennis for his eloquent presentation. In fact, he's too much. As for Hamza and his NDC, they are afraid of DMB. This one is Uma Ibrahim from Agona Nyakrum. Dennis Miracle Sabuaji, you are always the best. Keep it up for DMB. Hey. Nana, good morning to you and your panelists. I really enjoy your program. Mr. Hamza should speak with merit. Hey, this is Mahama from Northeast Region. DMB is Assurance best. The NDC and their reverse psychology won't work. Honorable Hamza, you made my day. Hey, Hamza, you are honorable now. Hey.
I beg you.
He clearly sees the
I'm a
good-natured
comrade, I'm a
Dr. Bawumia
socialist.
as the best person to lead the MPP in the 2028 elections, even though he's an NDC. Enjoy your day today, Hamza. This is Yalai Yate from North Tafo in Teshi. Hey. Great submission by Dennis Miracle Sabuaje. Dr. Bawumia stands tall among all the aspirants. That's why we, the delegates, will vote for him once again. I am a delegate, and inshallah, he has my vote. Okay, thank you. That's from Master Planner Jr., a policy analyst in Kintampo. Also send your messages in. I will read them after this break. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. The show continues.
almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trout from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it at all, so would the coming of the son of man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness. Ministering live, Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and Channel 1 TV.
You've seen nothing yet. This Big Brother Naija Season 10. It's 10 times the drama, 10 times the rivalry, and 10 times the game. This is certified. No zero, no minus. Big Brother Naija Season 10. Showing 24/7 on DSTV and on GoTV. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trout from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it at all, so would the coming of the son of man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash.
Choose your ticket, enter your lucky number, follow the prompt, and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Hello again. Thank you for staying with us. You're watching Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 Television. We're having the news review segment. Hamza Suhini is here. Dennis Miracles Abuaje is here. Engineer Michael Kosidede is also here. Now, keep your messages coming in. The show is very interactive. A few have come in since we went on the break. This one says, good morning, Nana. Please thank Honorable Hamza for saying the truth. Despite Dr. Bawumia being his big opponent, I know he won't reject his good brother, Dr. Bawumia, come 2028. Also, Hamza knows that in the north here. This one says, good morning, Channel 1 TV. Greetings to Miracles. He should keep the fire burning. DMB all the way. I am Rafiu from Golu. Brian and Kennedy contributed 60% of NPP 2024 defeat. Jakatika Larry Tahiru from Bonsung Kwanta. And he says he needs Miracles number. Okay. Good morning, Anna. We, the MPP, have to ensure peaceful primaries. During the 2024 elections, the NDC used the words... I'm not sure I understand this. But you said, though you stand for Dr. Brian Achampong, you equally condemn the religious and tribal commentary made. And today at 4 p.m., you'll be submitting your forms. Okay. Very well. Very well. Engineer, let me come to you on this matter of illegal mining. A national organizer of the NDC, Yamin Adam, is, if you like, asking the president to halt activities of anti-illegal mining task force. And I don't know how else he hopes that we address the fight against illegal mining. Who should the president at this point listen to? His organizer who is in touch with the grassroots and is making demands on their behalf, or his inspector general of police or his military commander who has the power or is clothed with the power to ensure that we are safe and secure?
No, I mean, the position of the national organizer clearly reflects inconsistency within the ruling government.
Mind you, this same organizer has been referred to UOCO to be investigated for its alleged involvement in illegal mining.
Yeah. At the moment, that's under investigation. I don't have any. But what I want us to look at is the issue of Galamsey has been running for over 10 years now, and it's been increasing in the way it impacts the whole nation in terms of our water bodies, land, poison, and all that. That's a major problem. While the NDC was in opposition, this issue was up there. Was one of the biggest issues confronting the nation. The turbidity of water change, forests were being mined, issues like that. There was a campaign to revoke LI 2462.
Yeah, 2462.
The NDC subtly at various places supported it. Declare a state of emergency when we come into government and deal with this issue. I expected, and this is again where I go back and say, our political parties should be thinking about policy directions when they come into government. All they think about is how to win the vote. What constructive plan did the NDC have in place to deal with Galamsey when they get into office? 7 months down the line, we don't see any clear plan. We don't see any clear plan, and I think that is a worrying thing, because now you have clear contradiction between your national organizer of the party and the government's stated position that we want to fight Galamsey. So for me, this is a worrying trend, and a lesson for all of us as Ghanaians that the political parties that we continue to support and vote for, we should be mindful of the kind of things we are voting for. Because clearly the government is not showing any commitment. Look, Galamsey, or to some extent, this money has claimed Major Mahama's life. It has recently claimed the lives of ministers. We are simply continuing the activity. Look, when this government came into power, we all know what happened in terms of transition. The MPP guys who were involved in Galamsey simply handed over to the NDC guys. So the government itself has not shown any clear commitment to fighting Galamsey. And that, for me, is worrying. So within the last 7 months, the government should have come up with a very clear laid out plan, because you were in opposition for 4 years. These things were, or 8 years, let me put it that way, and these things were happening. So if you're a serious political party hoping to deliver goods and services to the people of this country to improve, you should have sat down clearly and say, hey, what is the root of this problem? How do we deal with it? One of the things are unemployment. The communities feel disconnected from wealth creation. These are things that we should have been sitting down and saying, how do we increase the benefits from mining and from the resources that this nation has to the people? Issues of employment are clearly worrying. So for me, not only am I disappointed, but I think that as Ghanaians, we must begin to ask critical questions of our political parties and our political leaders. That where is their commitment to the nation, apart from their selfish interests? Because we all saw that in the previous administration, people felt strongly that mining Galamsey resources were being used to fund political parties. Where are political parties getting their funding from? We need to sit down and look at it, because we keep skipping the topic. Where are political parties getting their funding from? When you have a national chairman of a regional chairman of a party who is largely involved in mining in Galamsey, these are the things that we are not dealing with, we are not touching them. And when it comes to trial of people, we don't get any results. When the military started under the previous administration, we saw pictures of them, we are flying drones, we are going to fight Galamsey. What happened of it? Nothing. The military themselves got involved in Galamsey. So clearly, from the leadership at the very top, there's been no proper commitment, because if leadership is committed, the military hierarchy itself dare not go into Galamsey. But we had military officers, high-ranking officers involved in Galamsey. So what are we talking about?
Right.
So for me, again, this is a no-no. Government must show through what it does, not what it just says, that we are committed to the process. Because the Galamsey issue is an existential issue. Our water bodies are getting polluted, our lands are getting polluted, and therefore the mercuries and the toxic material are getting into our food chain, are getting into the food chain. So we need to deal with this matter very comprehensively, rather than the poster things that we are doing. We are fighting Galamsey, we are doing this here and there.
Dennis, we know that policy will fail.
He should speak to his national organization.
Who would you speak to it?
When we started the Bambian, I explained so he can make it. I can't comment on this. He needs to tell us.
No. Talk to me about
why he's starting Galamsey. What does it got to do with me? Because he's the man in government.
You are not interested in the devastation.
I comment when he clarifies what his organizer is saying.
But he's not the organizer.
Did it clarify? He's his organizer.
Clarifies what?
How no?
On the internal MPP issue, didn't I start the conversation?
What
clarification do you need?
That was MPP.
No, but
and that's your cap. You are even wearing rich in ideas.
Yeah, so he should. I have no comment on that.
Well,
I have no comment until Hamza clarifies.
We are trying to solve a problem.
Your viewers need some proper analysis. I can't speak to an issue I don't have a proper understanding of. You should clarify.
No, we must as well forget
Dennis, talk to me about how difficult. No, listen. How difficult does commentary like this from a party
I haven't
person?
heard it.
You haven't heard Yami?
No, you should explain.
Are you worried about Galamsey?
Nana, why are you doing this?
Are you worried about Galamsey?
I'm protesting. Before I proceed, I'll proceed because I don't have a choice. But I'm protesting
about
when an issue comes up. Those who are connected and related to the issue directly must first speak to it. Then those of us who are commenting can comment. I'm just protesting. That's the point.
And the reason is what you want to feed off his commentary.
No, because I need to. No, it's not feed off. I need to have an understanding. Otherwise, it's stressful.
What understanding do you need
for you
to
listen
speak to the gentleman
with half information, only for him to come and clarify. So he should give us full details. Then when we are making commentary, we can make it. I'm sure your viewers agree with me.
If a party organizer says to party
of the NDC,
of the NDC,
which is a member of me, I don't belong to NDC.
Which party is in power, and the government of that party has rolled out a number of policies to stop illegal mining.
What are the policies? He will tell us.
NIMS is working. Blue water guards are there.
Then I can comment.
I'm giving you some
I am going to proceed, but I'm saying that I think you should take note of it. That moving forward, that is how it helps.
It's a suggestion we have received.
It helps with the conversation.
Thank you.
You understand? Because you see, I am going to likely make point that he will say, no, it is like this, it's like that. It is stressful. You understand? So that when I am speaking, he is in government. I didn't ask him to be in government.
Our time fading.
But wait, it is to help the show.
Very well. Please go ahead.
The show.
Your suggestion has been received.
I read. I didn't hear the national organizer, but I read. and they quoted him on some portal. He giving instructions, directive, or I don't know what it was, suggestion to the president to suspend the task force.
Yeah.
You know, and he was speaking to miners in Akwetia. Basically, what he sought to do was to let them know that I support you to work, and that all the things they are doing. Basically, I am not surprised. I don't think anybody in Ghana is surprised. Let me tell you, there are two things that Ghanaians have given up, even under 8 months: Boomso and Galamsey. Ghanaians have realized that with this party, there's nothing we can do about it, and that it doesn't look like even if you complain, they will listen, and that we have been hoodwinked. This is a political party who largely came into power on the back of Galamsey, Nana. This is the political party that led an onslaught on the MPP government when it comes to the fight against Galamsey. Their assigns stood on the street of Accra, disrupted the citizens' lives for a week, demonstrating because of Galamsey. His communications officer, Sami Jemfi, went with a podium to the riverside, stood there and held press conferences, sat in canoes, fetched water, brought to Accra. We have been facing an existential threat for a very long time. As far as I can remember, but as recent memory is 2011 with this Galamsey menace. And government upon government upon government have been struggling in dealing with it. I remember when Professor Mills and their former chairman Potofi were in at Chebi, looking at the cocoa farms and how Galamsey was destroying it. I remember former President Mahama in his first term during 2013-2016, how he set up task force. Mahama Yaruga came to say that, listen, the Galamsey fight, we cannot win it because everybody is involved. At some point, he even said they should legalize the Galamsey. The Inusa Fuseni, then Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. I remember the burning of excavators and what have you under Mahama #1. So we all knew on this platform, on City TV and City FM, I kept saying, Channel 1 TV, I kept saying that let's stop politicizing Galamsey. That the NDC are trying to milk and take political advantage of the Galamsey menace. They did everything they have to do. They are members like Professor Jampo and Co. misled the entire country under the guise of being academics and neutrals, and use labor union to pressurize this government to the extent that 2 weeks to an election, Professor Jampo, who is now cooling off as CEO for Shipping Council, or Shipping Authority,
Maritime
Shipping Authority,
Shippers Authority,
cooling off as CEO for Shipping Authority, was all over the place crying on TV that his colleagues in the organized labor didn't want to call for a nationwide strike 2 weeks to elections. Professor Jampo, he chased he chased me with an MOU, an undertaking for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to sign, and that he has given it to President Mahama, and President Mahama has signed his part. And that if Bawumia doesn't sign, the next day they were going to hold a press conference to say that Bawumia doesn't want to commit to it. He chased me. I took the undertaking to Bawumia in his presence. He signed. Opare answer witness. I took a copy. 1 a.m. That was the time I gave a copy to Professor Jampo. Where is he today? Galamsey is escalated. The 2UC on May 1st told the president to his face that, Mr. President, in the last 7 months, the level of Galamsey escalation is scary. You have NDC party executives. The Upper Dentra East chairman is on TV, almost strangling the military man and telling him to leave. That's why I'm not surprised the national organizer is asking them. Because they are already beating a military man in the forest. The Awin Traditional Authority has written to the president and told him that your NDC MP is the one behind the Galamsey situation in our area. A crow from or somewhere, the NDC chairman is involved, caught on TV. Osino, in the middle of the town, market, they are mining. The national security went to take over a mining site and was mining in the middle of the night. Recently, you saw the Ashanti Region National Security Liaison say that some boys who went to close down the Forestry Commission were not his boys. The whole place is mushy. Go to Koforidua today. For the first time, the Densu River running through the middle of Koforidua is like Milo without milk. Taxi drivers who used to run and go and fetch this water to cool down their overheating engines can no longer do that. They are buying sachet water which they cannot afford. The organizer and the second vice chairman of the NDC today have been referred to by the Attorney General. Let me tell you, go and read the Attorney General's statement. I won't tell you why. I will tell you on another day. When you read that statement,
what is in there,
and you see the lines in there, you understand how grave the situation is. You go and read the statement again when you have time. Read the statement again. The lines are there. That these guys are involved in Galamsey. Then you see the same person go to Akwetia because there is a by-election. He knows that Akwetia is a mining area. So let me go and encourage them and do what for them to do whatever. Remember that even in opposition, you have Koku Boahen, Tony Oben, in the mining pits, telling the people that vote for us. It's on video. When we come, we will allow you to mine. And that the MPP are fighting you for nothing. And Galamsey precedes politics. And so we are not coming to stop you in opposition. So when you make all these promises, in addition to your flag bearer telling the people that when I come to office, I am going to release all those who have been arrested. And that I will go after the campaigns and I'll give all of you amnesty and give you your machines back. Then you tell us that, oh, MPP, the president, and the Julobi house, where you are occupying now, the Julobi house that you are now, the Julobi house are the ones mining. Then your cabinet ministers tell the whole country that any serious president that wants to end Galamsey, Sam George specifically, can end it in 2 weeks. You have been in office for 8 months, and Galamsey has tripled, and yet the same person sits in cabinet, and our forest areas are being destroyed like nobody's business. Today, the Galamseyers have a Galamsey TV on TikTok that is inching towards millions of they have over 600,000 followers with over 5 million likes on TikTok. And when you go there, do you know what you see there? Galamseyers protesting that government is giving them just 8,000 for the gold, and that they used to sell their gold for 12.
So government is buying gold from Galamseyers?
The government is buying the gold. The gold bought gold. Where do you think it's come from? I'm telling you something. You say no. The thing is here. The people are protesting and you're telling me no.
You have proof to this.
Let me show you videos. Let me show you videos of gold dealers. What are you talking about? See, they call something blade. When you go to the mine, they call something blade. It's like the smallest part. Why are you?
Because he needs to look at it.
I tell you to speak.
Sabi, then this is wrap it up, so don't worry.
Do you know what happens? When the Galamseyers go and mine, you are not there. You only want to buy gold. And you have given licenses to Hamza to go and buy gold for you. Where do you think Hamza is getting the gold from? Didn't you hear the finance minister say that they are getting majority of the gold from small-scale miners? Who are the small-scale miners? The small-scale miners, some of them don't even have concessions.
There's a national association of small-scale miners.
Listen, do you know what is happening? The Galamseyers get their gold. Then they have small aggregators within their communities. They put it together into some sizable and pay. Then they go and give it to the gold board license buyers. That is why the Galamseyers are complaining. Go and check TikTok. They are all calling out Sami Demfi. Why are you giving us 8,000 instead of 12,000? The point I am making is that if the NDC have realized that they made a big mistake, and I want to be very serious, tell you the truth, I have always said that Galamsey is a threat. It's like drugs in Colombia. And we must deal with it.
Very well.
If they have realized that they made a big mistake by politicizing it in opposition, all they need to do is to apologize. Simply go back to the promises you made. There are six, just 6 promises.
Less than.
1, you say you are going to repeal the LI. You haven't done it. That is something you can do in 24 hours. 2, you said you will ban all form of small-scale mining for a while, so that you can have a proper view before you reintroduce it. You haven't done that. 3, you said you ban all form of mining in the forest reserves. As we speak, you are still giving licenses for mining in forest reserves.
That's not true.
I can give you a list of it.
I'll give you licenses.
Yes. 4. At least I know that in the last 3 months, about three new licenses have been granted.
That's
4.
not true.
Oh, why are you doing this?
Mention the name.
4. You say that you are going to fight Galamsey with AI. That's what the president said. Artificial intelligence. That's what you are going to do. So if you do all these things, if you promise all these things, and you come to office, and these things, a lot of them are just administrative. You said at 5, you are going to release these Galamseyers that you arrested, that are in jail. You give them amnesty. The amnesty of 900 people that you give, the Galamseyers that you promised are still in jail. Some of them, they were in jail and they voted for you. You said you go after the campaigns. The campaigns are working freely and they are doing business with you. And you people are buying gold from them. I beg NDC. We know that they are a failure. We know that there is nothing extraordinary they are going to do. We don't expect anything different. But at least for Galamsey, they gave specific promises. They should call their government functionaries and party functionaries who have taken over our forest reserves and our river bodies and recall them from the forest to save our environment for us.
Thank you. Hamza.
You see, for a moment, I have doubts about the submissions of miracles as to whether indeed he has been living in this country.
That's why I say you should
the last 8 years.
So that you clarify.
In all honesty.
So you see what I told you.
Allow him.
You see, I thought I was listening to somebody else. This same passion and voice was missing in the last 8 years. When the whole nation stood up against tacit government involvement in illegal mining. I didn't hear him speak this passionately about the color of water bodies. I did not hear him. About the failure of government policy. I didn't hear him. It was not for nothing that civil society organizations decided to lead the charge, not under Mahama number 1, but under Akufo-Addo number 2. Because the civil society organizations came to appreciate that the entire government machinery was engaged in illegal mining.
Like we are engaged now, like the MPP.
Their own minister responsible for environment, science and technology had cause to directly and openly accuse government and party functionaries of directly involved in Galamsey, including the president's family members, who were seen as agents of negotiation for these Galamseyers, of illegal miners. That was the situation the state found itself under them. That was the state of the republic in terms of Galamsey. Media houses decided to put themselves together because they simply could not take it any longer. They had lost confidence in their government and championed the fight against Galamsey on daily basis. It was not the NDC that was showing how terrible our water bodies had become and our forests had been invaded. It was the media. Today it is not the situation on the ground. I acknowledge that the fight against illegal mining is an odious one. It is an onerous one. And this government did not promise to end the menace in a matter of 4 years, in a matter of 1 year. We have a 4-year mandate. And I am still convinced, based on the steps we have taken so far. Nana, before John Dramani Mahama became president, His Excellency, before he became president of Ghana, did you know that we had a whole community in our forest reserves engaged in illegal mining? It had to take his policies to the minister responsible for lands and natural resources for us to discover such communities. And when we discovered such communities, what did we do? We took action. We destroyed same. We have given freedom to the CI, to the Ghana Police Service to also commission its own task force. And they are also on the grounds. A week ago, your media house, had to run stories about how the police had prevented an ongoing illegal mining activity. That is progress. We are talking about a regime.
So how does a comments like this from your national organizer impact your progress?
I will get there. That is progress. You see,
Lamentations, chapter 2, verse 3.
We have proceeded to roll out a number of policies. Key amongst them has to do with stakeholder engagement, even with traditional leaders and the youth of these communities, as to how to move them away from activities of illegal mining. We have launched the RCOMSDEP, intended to ensure sustainability when it comes to small-scale mining. The Blue Water Guards, they were instrumental in discovering some of these communities that were hidden in our forest reserves. It is the policy of this government. We admit that we have not been able to end the menace in a matter of a year or 7 months, because we are barely 7 months in office. But the steps that have been taken and the successes choked, even Erastus gives commendation to this government as far as that commitment is concerned. He did not see the need to give commendation to the 8-year regime of Dennis Miracles Abuaji and his bosses. So that tells you of the monumental difference between commitment on the part of these two political parties and leaders. Now, in the case of Yami,
right.
If you are monitoring the media space, it is not lost on anyone that there seems to be some kind of confusion because of how splinter the fight against Galamsey has been, because there's the police task force, national security also has its own task force, the regional coordinating councils have their own task forces. We have received information that some unscrupulous people have also put themselves together, disguised as national security operatives, who are extorting money from these people. Many of the media houses have said it. And Yamin has only proceeded to call on the basis of that information that, look, maybe the time has come for us to sit down and have a look at the strategy and streamline operations. And for him, in his thinking, how to do so is to suspend it.
Right.
Some of us disagree with him. He's not saying that we should stop the fight against illegal mining. And let my brother understand that there's a huge difference between Galamsey and illegal mining.
No, so small-scale mining and illegal mining.
There's a huge difference between Galamsey and illegal mining. Galamsey is not illegal mining.
Oh, wait, let me help you before this thing will stick on TV. Galamsey is not small-scale mining. I'm helping you.
No, I'm telling you, there's a difference between Galamsey and illegal mining.
No, Galamsey is
illegal mining. He's not talking about small-scale mining.
No, but Galamsey
that's why I sought to find out. But
no, if you look at the literature,
in a few seconds, we need to go.
And the origin of the word Galamsey, you can do the research.
Yeah.
It is there for you.
Galamsey?
Please. Galamsey simply means gathering.
Yeah.
That is the origination.
Yeah.
That's how they started.
Without
license.
That's why without
license.
Anyway, Samza, please.
Without license, we are getting small-scale mining. And they brand their activities as Galamsey. If you do without license, it's illegal mining. It's not Galamsey.
Right.
You have conveniently proceeded to brand every Galamsey activity as illegal mining based on the literature on mining in this country.
Right.
It is clear.
Very well.
No, but no, let me
we need to go. Our time is up.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
I looked at your
30 seconds. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Let's go.
He made references to promises the NDC.
Fix it. That's all. Yeah.
And that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said that he would go after the campaigns.
Yes, do it.
Are we not going after the campaigns?
Where are they?
Their own regional chairman. Is he not undergoing investigation for his involvement in
Kingpin in Ghana? The only Kingpin in Ghana.
I'm asking you a simple question.
He is.
I know that their former mayor of Kumasi is also under investigation. Is that not a Kingpin?
How about Upper East?
They are current MP for Joabe.
Right. Thank you. We need to go. Our time is up. Thank you, engineer. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Hamza. This has been a news review segment here on Breakfast Daily. Stay with us. The show continues after this.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Vernal Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Vernal Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Vernal Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Vernal Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Vernal Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or being late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Go give me the luckiest. Go feel from Georgia be luckiest. From not the pure cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go feel be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toye, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash Choose your ticket, enter your lucky number, follow the prompts, and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You've seen nothing yet. This Big Brother Naija Season 10. It's 10 times the drama, 10 times the rivalry, and 10 times the game. This is certified. No zero, no minus. Big Brother Naija Season 10. Showing 24/7 on DSTV and on GoTV. Gold sponsor, Guinness.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness, ministering live Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus, also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557 116 607. That is 0557 116 607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and Channel 1 TV.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes. He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used, the more money he makes. Oh yes, so what are you waiting for? Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money. Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
Looking for a one-stop shopping destination for all things made in Ghana? Eager to experience a remarkable fair that showcases the richness, creativity, and innovation behind Ghanaian products and services? Then get ready for the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. The This is Ghana Exhibition highlights the brilliance of Ghanaian entrepreneurs, artisans, and businesses who continue to shape the narrative of homegrown excellence. This is Ghana's biggest trade fair and exhibition, bringing together SMEs, startups, research and manufacturing sectors, indigenous corporate bodies, and local creatives in one exciting space. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025. Come explore, engage, and be inspired by the businesses and brands that are redefining made in Ghana across every sector. Get ready to be thrilled by live performances from Kwampa and the electrifying Inchin Band, adding music, rhythm, and culture to the celebration. The dates: Saturday the 6th and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. Time is 10 a.m. through till 5 p.m. each day. The venue is the A4 Sutherland Children's Park. For enquiries or participation details, call us on 0205 973 973. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, and Ghana Exim Bank, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a brand new day, and you are welcome to another episode of Breakfast Daily. Of course, if you're just joining us, I just want to remind you that the show started at 7 a.m. with Nana Tufo Boateng, and now I am going to be taking you on a jolly ride from now till 11 a.m. But I think I won't be doing it alone like yesterday. I mean, it felt good doing it yesterday, but obviously, Philip is here today.
Oh, well, you can actually do it alone today.
Oh, no, Philip.
Why?
I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too.
I missed you. thinking that you were going to come back with some
Quickly. It's actually, the real name is Kpokpoi.
Kpokpoi.
Yeah, so the other name for it is the Kpokpoi that we all hear around, but the real name is Kpokpoi. Kpokpoi.
Kpokpoi.
Yes.
And
But
I have never tasted.
you've not tasted?
Never.
Oh, I think one of these days I'll take you to. So Galamsey celebrates the Homo, Osu, La Teshin, Nungwa, Tema, any of these places. But you can actually prepare it at home. I think I would get you one of the Ghana women to prepare that for you so that you enjoy. But it was fun there yesterday. Seeing what was happening, the sprinkling of the Kpokpoi and all that. We'll bring you more of that on the network, that's Channel 1 TV. And of course, we'll be covering a lot more of the Homo celebration in the coming days. But let's start with this. This is Ghana Exhibition, what is happening 6th and 7th of September. And we keep saying 6th and 7th of September. Have you ever thought of it that it's just next week, Saturday?
Yes, Firma reminded me and I was so blown away.
It's just next week, so
I was still thinking it's 2 weeks.
It's not 2 weeks, it's just next week. So if you haven't thought of getting your slot, please be very fast in getting it, because very soon we may announce to you that, sold out, and we don't have a space at the Ifwa Sunderland Park for anyone again. And you missed out, because just last week I had conversations with Magdalene Williams, and she mentioned a number of things that you will miss out or you will not get should you ignore this all-important opportunity. We had Gepa coming in, telling you the opportunities they will give you. Other sponsors we know that will be helping made in Ghana products or people, vendors and people who are producing made in Ghana producer and items, among other things. So make sure that you call the number 0205 973 973 to get the information that you need, and also to pay and book your slot for this all-important event that will happen next week. There's no more 6th and 7th anymore. It's next week, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. Anyway, the Channel 1 News app is here for you to actually carry the news along with you everywhere you go and access the news at any time that you feel like. All you need to do is pick up your Android devices, head to the Google Play Store, and then look for the Channel 1 News app. When you see the Channel 1 News app, just press on the button, download, and you can get the news everywhere you go. You can be updated, you can share the news, you can stay abreast of what's going on in Ghana and the world. In as much as you might not be in Ghana, you can still stay abreast with what's going on here in Ghana and beyond. So do not forget to download the Channel 1 News app, and don't keep this good news to yourself. You can tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. All right. And there we have it. Now it's time for us to get into the trends. What's trending?
DVLA is trending.
Yeah.
Why? DVLA says that they're coming out with a new number plate, and also there is a training they are having with the bus stop boys to clean our surroundings and all that. We will tell you details of that, but you can see, we will bring you, you can see it on your screen.
Okay.
That is a sample of.
I have actually seen this before.
No, I think this is the old one. This is actually not what DVLA. This is what someone designed.
Yeah, someone designed it.
This is what somebody designed. This was somebody designed that they were bringing out, but I know the Julius Nikwe Kote indicates that this wasn't what they were bringing out.
Yeah, because I've seen
there's
this
a new
before.
one that has come out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the new one that one has the area code in there. So
okay, not the regions.
No, because this one,
the man said
exactly. They're phasing out the
region.
Was it a region? I think the region is still there, but they are phasing out the time, the year of registration. Year of registration. So if it is 2026, you registered your vehicle. It's no more going to be 2026 registered. It's going to be your area code. It's going to be your area code. So, for instance, you are in Adabraka. It's going to have AD, or you are in East Legon, it's going to be EL. You are in Almighty Santor.
No, you're in East Legon Hills. It's going to be ELH. ELH.
You stay at Santor. It's going to be
ST.
ST. But I think that one too will come with its own issues. So because see,
somebody was saying that it's going to come with its own issues. There's going to be pressure.
If there is a vehicle registered in East Legon, EL, and the way prestige people have this kind of confidence, or they boast with the kind of places they stay, it's Legon Hills, Airport Hills, and all those things. Don't you think people will move to that place? For instance, I registered a vehicle at a place like Amasaman, or a place where I know there are a lot of deployable roads. Deployable roads.
Pokase.
Probably. Pokase, not really deployable roads. Maybe some, maybe a few of the places you have deployable roads. But you were thinking that vehicle will depreciate within a period of time faster than a vehicle that was registered in cantonment and still moves around in cantonment. So I don't know. This is what I'm thinking. Maybe, this is
but you know, I've never really. Well, I don't think the area code thing. Okay, now that you brought these issues, it's very serious, because to resell your car, people are going to be looking at it in certain ways. But I think the best thing should have done is maybe just put the regions and not the area codes, because area codes are going to cause problems.
Yes.
And they have not seen that problem. I mean, they haven't envisioned that this problem is possible. But now that you've mentioned it, I think it needs to be looked at. It needs to be looked at, because for people to resell their cars, they're going to be asked a lot of questions. Oh, wow, you live on that road.
You live on that, you also sell that car for me.
Exactly. For that price. Nah.
There'll be a lot of pressure in areas like East Legon, Cantonment, and all that. But maybe, let's see how that is going to unfold. Because the boss for DVLA has stated that was in it. There was a tweet that came out from the originator, the original designer of this. If we have that tweet, we can bring it on the screens for our viewers to see it, indicating that this was the design they were looking at, but the DVLA boss himself indicated that that wasn't it. So tried redesigning Ghana's number plate.
Yeah, that was in 2023.
No major changes, but this is the best I could do. Okay, so this was someone designed, for which it's coming out now that they are changing. But this one actually have the year of registration at the end. You can see a very small 22 or 23 or something at the end.
I feel like in as much as this might be an old tweet and or someone's idea that he shared in 2023, it's important that we actually look at, or organizations look at creatives and see how they can put creatives on. You understand? Because I think this is a very creative thing this guy did. Do you understand? So even if they do not want it like this, this guy has brought a great idea. And if he has more great ideas, why not help design, you know?
Maybe, I don't know if the guy has the right or...
No, I mean, they should call him and then help him be part of the process.
You can have the design, but if you do not have the rights for it, it's very... It's also another issue for discussion. So maybe DVLA can engage about that. But there are comments or tweets on this. Let's bring you some on that. So looks oddly familiar. So people are saying that the designs were robbed from a guy called Jason.
So yeah, basically, I think people just think that this is the real thing. But it's not the real thing.
Yeah, this is not a real thing.
This is not the real thing.
Yeah, that's not a real thing. So that is it. Another one too is the training that I'm very excited about, because DVLA has announced partnership with Bus Stop Boys. The DVLA has announced some sort of partnership with the Bus Stop Boys that are volunteering and cleaning our surrounding. And also, this is going to help in road safety. Very important. Chris, did you know that yesterday there was an accident or road crash on the Accra-Kumasi highway? Again. It claimed 7 lives.
Again?
Yes, at Nkoko. Claimed 7 lives. We will talk about it today. It claimed 7 lives at Nkoko. It was between a tipper truck or a truck, and also a sprinter vehicle. And from the video I saw, the sprinter vehicle was damaged. It mangled beyond, it cannot be repaired. So I
imagine
think
the
that,
lives inside.
Exactly. So I think that the safety is very important. If DVLA is really going to push this, combining with bus stop boys to get this done, we are all out for that. DVLA and partnering with bus stop boys, some sort of training will be done. So maybe we can bring you the comments on this one as well, briefly, so we can have conversations on. So on the screen you can see bus stop boys should be careful, or politicians cannot be trusted. Oh, please. They should get a lawyer to help them understand any deal or partnership with any government agency. Well, that's true, though. I'm sure they do have a lawyer, or they'll get a lawyer to do some sort of pro bono for them. Not sanitation ministry. Instead, I'm confused.
Me too, I'm a bit confused.
No, you know, bus stop boys aren't in for only sanitation. They're like volunteers, everything that will help the society. You understand? I've seen bus stop boys talking about safety on our roads before, and you know, it's sort of like a movement that sort of motivates the youth to follow. It's not like they are in for any financial gains, but if there is this collaboration between the DVLA and bus stop boys, and we know that that gentleman can pull the numbers, can have the youth follow them, they could channel their energy into a different thing. So, for instance, we have the national service people doing same. Recently, just yesterday, we had a group that was what's the name? They graduated. Let me put it that way, from the Youth Employment Agency. We call them Baby Police. And another group too, we understand too, are helping with the traffic situation and all that. When we get a lot of these people on our roads, it's really going to help us get some sort of dignity on the road. So the traffic situation, the accidents on the road, we're driving carefully on the road and all that. But let's see how this is going to unfold, the partnership between DVLA and the bus stop boys. But I think Chris is still not getting it. I said DVLA and bus stop boys, but I know bus stop boys in a way will be dealing with road safety and all that. Maybe one of these days we will get Julius Nikwe Korte himself to come and explain how this is going to work out.
How, you know, sanitation and, you know, the road safety sort of like...
Well, that's what I'm saying, that with bus stop boys, it's not only sanitation.
But they were that's what
they are known for.
Yeah.
Anyway. Is there any other group that is known for safety?
I feel like that's what they are known for, so they should stick to it.
They should stick to it. That should be their brand.
Or else you water the brand and then you're everywhere and then we don't know what to do with you.
But there's also
again.
room for, say, expansion.
Yeah, but not now.
Not now.
Not now.
Anyway, so that is it for bus stop boys and the DVLA partnership. There is also this one, Manifest and Sarkodie, who is Ghana's biggest rapper. Where those things, I don't really subscribe to that, because Manifest is in its own league, Sarkodie is in its own league. But someone also was of the argument that I saw on X that Manifest was saying that the fact that you are a best rapper doesn't mean that you should be rapping very fast. We know that should be sort of a shade to Sarkodie, but I'm not here to really put a lot of fire into this and see how things are
so
going.
Manifest actually made this tweet yesterday. It took me a couple of years to realize that when they talk about the flow in these parts, they mean how fast you rhyme. So in these parts, meaning Ghana.
We mean how fast you rhyme. Anyway, there is a final one. Black Star World Cup qualifiers. Otuado has brought his list out, which people are going to be part of. 2 matches that will be played. Ghanaians, the Black Stars will be played. That is a Chad, Ghana, and also Ghana, Mali. That one too. The list is there. You can check out the list and how exciting it's going to be. Just brief comments about this, then we move on with other things on the show. Let's have the comments. This Coach Kra, hey, these people. Chris, have you seen what people are? So if Ado still wanna be coach, so Ado still wanna be coach. Anyway, with all these players and we don't qualify, I go find, hey, you want to touch the coach. This one is not good. This one is not good. Justice for local players. Anyway, if the list, I think the squad actually do not have a lot of local players. But that's actually what happens in this country, because I don't know. Maybe I would have to find out from the sports people why we tend to use a lot of international players more than sort of having the.
And the game is against
players.
Chad.
Yeah, Mali and Chad, Ghana and Chad, and Ghana and Mali. Yeah, let's see how that was going to be. Let's bring you the video of the day.
Mombari nanga kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah kasongo mbona wewe kasongo yeah Mombari nanga kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah kasongo mbona wewe kasongo yeah Mombari nanga kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah kasongo mbona wewe kasongo yeah Mombari nanga kasongo mbona wewe songa libala oh yeah kasongo mbona wewe kasongo yeah.
Interesting. It was like the last one we saw the other time. The gentleman was policing her. He was watching his motorbike, and as soon as he just moved his eye a second, the bike was off. So this one, the gentleman just moved his eye a second, and his charger and phone away. Anyway, just to put smiles on your face.
Away.
So I'm sure that with this excitement, we can talk about This is Ghana exhibition and fair, which is happening next week, Saturday and Sunday. We keep telling you that this is going to be an interesting one, and make sure that you are part of this all-important event, which will be happening on the 6th and 7th of September 2025. We keep telling you that we have limited slots, so this is time for you to be making your move, paying, and also getting your slot to be part of this event, because like Chris keeps saying, if you do not pay and you do not get a slot, you're not going to get all the benefits it comes with. So on the screen you can see bags. All these bags were actually made in Ghana, and you can see the cloth there. They were also made in Ghana. The tie and dye you can see on the screens. We have everything for you in this country that you can actually benefit from. Recently we spoke to what's the name? The Ghana Export Promotion Center. That is Ghana Export Promotion Authority. That is GEPA. They spoke extensively about benefits that people would get should they participate in this exercise, get what they want, get all the needed things, get the support they can get their products exported to neighboring countries and beyond, and also benefit from the numerous things that the authority has for them when it comes to promoting or selling their products. So, for instance, you can produce locally, but you can get the international appeal or the global appeal to definitely push your product out there to other parts of the world. But we'll be having conversations on that in studio for the This is Ghana exhibition. And in studio is with me, of course, the madam in the Events and Communications Department, and she's Events and Communications Executive, Channel 1 TV and City FM. Magdalene Williams, welcome. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm very well.
And
How are you?
we also have more. She's the Quality Control Officer for, is it Eduabapa Foods? Yes. Wow. So all these things are yours?
Yes, please.
Let me start with you. I like that. What do you do?
So basically we source and process our locally made foods, staple foods and essential ingredients like the Banku mix powder, kokonte, gari, our local rice, Tom Brown, name it. It goes on and on, yes.
And for how long have you been doing this?
2 years.
2 years?
We're 2 years in July, actually.
I can see Zomi. Zomi. Is that Zomi?
Yes, the best Zomi.
So, how do you do it? You have a farm, you get it from the market, you package it well, and you put it onto the market itself.
Yes.
Tell us
So
about it.
we go to the villages actually to work with the farmers, and we work with those who produce the palm oil as well, and bring it into town, go through the process by packaging, sealing it, and getting it on the market. We go to the villages because we want to ensure we get the quality. You know, some of the palm oil on the market has soothing dye. So in our case, because we want to prevent that, we go to the villages ourselves. Yeah.
You go to the villages yourself?
Yes.
And you are the chief executive officer for this organization?
Well, I'm the quality control officer. Let me put it that way. She wants to be modest.
Yeah, Irene, right?
Ariane.
Ariane. And you also with Ediapa Foods?
No, please. I'm with Aris Collection.
And what do you do?
So we deal in natural skincare products. So, you know, when we say raw shea butter, people have some kind of idea about it. It doesn't smell good. But what they forget is actually really good for the skin, for your hair as well. So we try to work on it by even adding even more butters like mango butter, cocoa butter, by adding coconut oil to craft like a perfect product for the market.
Hey, you people have things in Ghana.
This is made in Ghana.
You have a lot of things in Ghana.
A lot of things.
Because see, these things that I'm seeing here ordinarily will be on the shelves at maybe some supermarkets or something. And you think that is
it's
imported.
Imported, but it's made right here in Ghana, packaged right here in Ghana. So this is why we are actually organizing the Ghana exhibition.
Before I come to you, I'm so interested in what people are doing in Ghana. For how long have you been doing this?
So officially that'll be 3 years.
3 years?
Yes, please.
How is it on the market? How are people receiving it? How is it selling? Like, and I'll come back to how people were able to brainstorm and come out with these ideas, or come up with these ideas to be like, I wouldn't be in an 8 to 5 work, but I want to do this. So first with you, Ariana, how is it working on the market?
Oh, we love the reception of the Ghanaian market because imagine when you say shea butter, but then you let them try the texture, you let them smell it.
Shea butter, tell them.
So they are really loving the product. We even keep getting calls. Oh, my own is finished. Can you bring more? Because it's actually really good for every skin type, from babies like 3 months upward. So yeah, the market has been really good, and then they have been receptive of what we are offering them.
So where do you sell them? Is it at Makola or Agbogloshi or East Legon, in the big supermarkets or everywhere? So,
okay, we are looking forward to break the market, but currently we are the Yenze Ghana Mall. That is, everything is done by the GA. Okay. So we have our product stock there. We have some distributors in Kumasi, even some in the US as well. Like, just give us a call and we get it delivered to you.
Wow. But you are Edriaba.
Yes, I'm Edriaba.
Your name?
Yes.
Edriaba Mo.
Yes, that's
so,
my name.
and that is what you've used to name your Edriaba Foods.
Because it has a good meaning, actually.
How did you come up with this idea?
Well, so Edriaba means seed.
Yes.
And everything you're seeing here was once a seed before it turned into everything it is now. So I actually went to the market to get coconut powder. And when I go there, the woman was like, oh, Asao, she wants to go inside and bring some. And she was like, oh, I should follow her because she's closing. I got to where she keeps her stuff. And the way the whole thing was packaged, was packed, wasn't so good. And
but you were eager to take coconut that day, that coconut.
Yes, I had to do it for someone. So she fetched it, and I was like, okay, this is bad. Looking at the bottom of the sack, looks like rat has chewed it a bit. And I just got it and I left. I was like, nah, I need to do it properly and have it sold. Yeah, and if you also check, FDA goes on the market and they realize that most of the things we buy are not well kept or probably well processed and all that. So I thought to put it together well and give it to the people who want to eat well as well.
Wow, I'm just shocked. Reason is you saw a problem.
Yes.
Immediately you came up with a solution, and that solution is now bringing you money.
Yeah. Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
I want to do some. Maybe after the first, I want to do.
What do you want to do?
Oh, I'll do some.
Are you sure
And
you
you,
can?
how do you come up with this idea, Ariane?
I'm actually an IT support lady, and then I stumbled on this business just by pure luck, because I was having skin issues when I was growing up, and the lotion I was using was not helping. So one day someone gifted my mom shea butter, and you know, Mom, I don't want to use it, but my lotion got finished that day, and I used shea butter for like a week. And I'm like, so why do we have all this mentality about shea butter?
Yeah.
So I wanted to change that, and then I started playing around with the butters. So I got to know that we have cocoa butter that is taken from the cocoa pad,
Yes.
and then we also have what we call mango butter that is taken from the mango seed. So mixing it with oils, doing my researches and all that, then I was able to create like 5 products today. And then we just recently added a new one, I think somewhere like in March, making it 6 on the table, but also adding body oils, lip balms, and that's how the whole idea came up. So now we are able to commercialize
So
it.
this was actually a personal problem you had.
Yes, it's the personal
And you found a
problem.
personal police solution.
Exactly.
And now you are giving a general solution.
Exactly.
Masa,
Solid.
you are doing well.
Solid.
You have been seeing these people, and you have been seeing the people who are registering and all that. How exciting is it to know that almost everything is can be produced in Ghana?
It's refreshing, to be honest, because like she was saying, she had a skin problem. Most of the times you're looking and thinking about shea butter like it's for the poor or it's beneath me. It's not good for my skin type or for my class. But she was able to do a lot of research, add different butters, different oils, and now she has some authentic, made in Ghana, 5 different products that are even going global because she's been able to package them well to suit the international market. So it sounds and feels very heartwarming to see all these, you know, Ghanaian brands doing something great that is meeting the international standards. And there are many organizations or many brands like Jabapa and Aries Collections. So many of them. There are people, admission checkers, checking your schools for you. There are people assembling cars in Ghana. Who would have thought that Ghanaians would be able to be assembling cars? And Bazonda is doing great. CFA, a lot of companies are doing great. We are producing local rice right here in Ghana, packaging them so well. Agro Kings is doing that. That's Nanesro, Evivi Rice is doing so well. So it brings you some sort of, should I say, comfort
relief.
and relief. That's the word, relief that I do not have to always go online to order for stuff. Meanwhile, sometimes they arrive in Ghana and it's not what you ordered for. It's not the taste. The taste is different. The look is some way and everything. But now you are interfacing with the people. You know them. This is Ejaba Papa. This is Rita. She's telling me, I have this. I have used it personally. It worked for me. Why wouldn't it work for you? You are Ghanaian like me. You are black like me. It is working for my skin. It definitely will work for you. So it's really exciting to see all these brands coming on board.
One. Let me come to you, Adriapa. What do you have? Just let's know, because you can see. For me, from where I sit, I can see the Zomi, because I think that
you like the Zomi.
Gobe. So tell us what you have.
Okay, so I have Tom Brown on the table, but I have 2 types. We have 3 types. One for babies from 6 months and above. Then we have the classic for everyone, which has peanut. And the other one is for wellness, those who have diabetes. We have peanut butter, we have shito, we have coconut powder, we have banku mix, we have bofrot mix, you know, that bofrot that they sell on the street. Yes, we've packaged it because there's a request for it. People want it. People abroad want to feel at home wherever they are. So we decided to put it in a pouch for them. We have, do we have, okay, we're supposed to have pancake. We have gari, very crunchy. When you think about your soakings, you think we have fonio, as in the grains family. There's the master grain. It's really good for diabetic patients, for those who have cholesterol, those who want to lose weight. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Fonio is nice, actually.
Yes.
So
Fonio is
you
good, actually.
like at a point you made mention of for those people who want abroad. So that means you export.
Yes, we do. Not in large quantity, but upon request. Yesterday we sent some to the UK. So somebody will go like, oh, I want this. You know, before then, you have to get a wrapper or something, package everything. Now, everything is packaged, and it's very easy when you put it in a box and just send it through DHL, through some of our shipping companies, post office, yeah.
I'm impressed. Ariane, what do you have?
So currently we have 6 butters that are available for the public. We have the shea cocoa butter, the shea mango butter, shea turmeric. We have the hair food, and then our latest one is the shea cocoa vanilla. So when we say cocoa vanilla, it's actually coconut oil with vanilla oil we mix with the shea butter. It's not too strong, so we always advise it for babies that are a bit allergic to fragrances. We have our body oils also available, hair oil. And then we have our mini butters that we'll be giving for free during the exhibition. It's new because it's on request.
Mini butter. Please
yes,
come.
please.
Come
for me.
Come. We have freebies for you.
Yes,
go ahead.
It was upon request because looking at the packaging is a bit too big to put in their bag. So they requested for something small they can be carrying around. So it's actually for sale, but then for that day we are giving it up for free on any purchase you make. For you to use it, and then maybe when returning, then you can purchase some more.
Before I come to Magdalene Williams, I want to find out from the two of you, how can someone get in touch with you? Your contact first and now yours.
Okay, so they can reach us on WhatsApp and call on 0247 985200.
And Ariane?
Okay, so we are reachable on 020-799-4489. We also have a website at www.ariscollection.com.
Magdalene, I'm done. For seeing this,
as you are going into the Zomi business, we are done.
Seeing this,
yes, but the people,
I'll be carrying Zomi and be selling, but this one I need to brand it. So I'll come for intention.
Definitely.
So then I think we should tell people that you are watching us, you are listening to us, you have registered. We keep drumming this in your heads and in your minds. Please follow through with your payment.
Yeah, very important.
Call us 0205-973-973. Pay and start preparing for next week Saturday. It's just next week Saturday and Sunday. So please pay and come and then enjoy everything made in Ghana, network, meet new people, as well as also grab some maybe investment or whatever opportunity. It's very good for your brand and everything. So, and also for the last time, we just want to say a very big thank you to our amazing sponsors, to MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by the UK Brand Consult, to GE, that's the Ghana Enterprise Agency, Erisis people, to Ghana Export Promotion Authority, to Ghana Exim Bank, and finally to Vivi Foods, who is our new addition. We are being supported also by Twillium Industries Company Limited and then Builds Financial Technologies. Thank you so much for supporting and sponsoring the Ghana Exhibition 2025.
Beautiful one there. So Magdalene Williams has said it all. I'm really impressed. Eduapa and Eduaba and Eduabapa.
Yes.
Yes, but your name is Eduaba.
Eduaba.
Yes.
And Ariane. Beautiful one there. Please keep doing the good job and make sure that you are part of this all important event that is happening next week Saturday and Sunday, like Magdalene Williams has indicated. Please, if you do not come, then we'll be back after this.
Ghana, West Africa. The mornings are somewhat, if not for the perfect companion. What a good day to start. It's always smiles knowing we are together.
Ooh, what a feeling. We not go, you there for family. If you not be you, then who go there? Let's go.
Work is always effective with Nasco Home Appliances. No wahala if the sun is up. We there for your appetite. Never a dull moment to go for something chilled. Classic home appliance for the fisher folks. Good vibes only while you wait. The feeling hits very deep. Enije pa ewo Nasco fie. Nasco, bring home happiness.
This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come.
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial *759#. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trot from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late? Of course.
You go feel the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go feel be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God off a boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial *712#. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
This August, get ready for an unforgettable night of worship and celebration as Perez Music presents Glorified, dubbed His Love and Kindness. Ministering live, Perez Music alongside the legendary Daughters of Glorious Jesus. Also ministering Joyful Way Incorporated, Minister Gabi Akwe and Edom Evangelist. Join us on Sunday, the 31st of August, 2025 at 4 p.m. sharp at the Victory Bible Church, Awoshi Dominion Sanctuary for an evening of powerful ministry and praise. It's absolutely free. But if you would like to support this ministry, you can do so by purchasing our special event merchandise or call 0557-116-607. That is 0557-116-607. Let's come together and raise a sound of gratitude for God's love and kindness. It's going to be nothing short of heaven on earth. This event is proudly sponsored by Eddie Spitzer and powered by Rima City of Worship. Media partner City FM and Channel 1 TV.
Introducing Betway's Bet Influencer, a groundbreaking feature where you can make money by just sharing codes.
He just needs to share his codes and make money. The more his codes are used,
the more money he makes.
Oh yes. So, what are you waiting for?
Anyone can be a bet influencer. Share your codes and make money.
Bet Influencer, another world first from Betway.
This advert has been approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Betway, get way more.
And we are grateful that you stay with us here on Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. It was an exciting conversation with Duabapa and also Iris, and that was an interesting one. You should be part of the This is Ghana exhibition. Make sure that you buy or you pay for your slot, you register and all that. 0205-973-973. That should be done immediately. Now, let's bring you this one. Let's go to our communities, and this is a very troubling issue. Typhoid fever. And it's gone to the extent that it's claimed the life of the Dambai chief in the Oti region. 22,000 infected. This is serious. A prominent chief of Dambai Traditional Council has died from typhoid complications, highlighting the devastating impact of the disease in the region. and the Oti Regional Minister, John Kojo Japon, who confirmed the death, said poor sanitation in Dambai is driving the rapid spread of the disease. And we know that basically, if you don't have proper sanitation in an area, what happens is that you suffer thereof. And this is what we are saying. Typhoid fever, 22,000 individuals in a particular region. It's just sad. But let's have more details on this, and after we will have conversations in studio. The regional minister for Oti region is joining us, John Kojo Japon. Hello, Honorable, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
I trust you are doing well.
I'm doing very well, sir.
Let us understand 22,000 cases or people infected with typhoid fever. Isn't that alarming?
Yeah. Thank you, my brother. It's like some people didn't do their work over a period of time. Because figures that I have today tells me that the 22,000 that we are talking about in the first and second quarter of the year is normal. Because in 2024, the total people who were identified and confirmed to have typhoid fever in the Oti region was 47,172 people confirmed in 2024. In 2023, it was 34,906 that was confirmed. 2022, 22,701 that was confirmed. 2021, 19,983. It means that from 2021 up to 2024, when we came back to power, the confirmation of our people having, typhoid in the region was not a secret.
Wow.
Yes, it was not a secret at all. And for the 22,261 in the first and second quarter, we are praying to God. Had it not been the institutions that we have put in place, I believe we would have been worse by now. Because it is no secret.
But let's understand, what really is accounting for the numbers? Is there a particular thing in Dambai that has, or in the Oti region that must be looked at to resolve or address the issue?
Yeah, and I'm very happy to say that. Whilst we are talking about Oti, all the communities, that share borders with the Oti River and the Volta River, where there are big markets, you also be looking at their health status. Because the research tells us that, Oti region, per the name itself, is because of a river that, we share borders with. And when you come to Oti region, all the big markets that we have in the Oti region are on the Oti River. All the big markets, when you talk about Domanku, one of the biggest markets, it is on the Oti River, just close to the Oti River, where the market is. When you come to Grubi in the Karachi in Chumur area, it's on the Oti River, just close to the river, where the market is. You come to Karachi West, that shares borders with the Volta Lake. The biggest market in the Karachi Stainless Zone is in Karachi West. And you'll be sorry to hear that in Karachi West alone, last year, the number of people who were, confirmed to have typhoid was 6,622 by 2025. So it is not like it is something people don't know about, but it's like people aren't doing anything about it.
So is it that the sanitation officers aren't doing their work, people aren't going around, town council,
The geography of the place is that all where the Oti River passes, has a downstream. And those are the areas like I'm talking about, having markets. So any time, any day there is a market, the number of people who go to the market. And you can also say that, please, let's locate this market. People think that that is their livelihood. The fishermen who will come from the villages to the market will want the market to be close to the river. The farmers who do the farming and bring the yam to the market think that when they cross the Oti River or the Volta River, they should have market immediately. So all the big markets in Oti, as I've mentioned, Domanko, Grubi, Krachi, Dambai, Abotuase, Kwame Kurum, and Kabechi in Oti region are on the Oti River. So when it rains, after the market, the sanitation system is poor, waste management is not taken care of, and nothing happens. Desertification, no toilets, nothing. And that is a serious matter.
All right, so are we saying that mostly these bacteria are coming from the river, or
that is it? That is it. And again, what worsen it is that those are the the water that we take, and these waters are not are not treated. So I can think about only one treatment plant that we have with Domanko that was done about 10, 15 years ago, and is even broken down. No water treatment on others. And all these towns that I'm talking about, you have to take water for food, water to wash, water to drink from there. And there's no treatment. You come to them by no treatment to water. And, it's like someone is not doing his work well. No, the toll of that we have in Dambai and its environs due to typhoid cannot be overemphasized.
All right, so talking about someone is not doing their job well.
I'm saying that maybe someone is not reporting well.
Yes.
It looks like, the thing is very scary. But I'm giving you the figures from 2021. And
Right.
Scary since that time, yeah.
Right. So, in as much as you're giving us the figures of 2021 compared to this year's figures, I mean, it's 22,000. It still sounds a lot to someone that might just be hearing it for the first time. Do you understand?
Serious.
Yes. It still sounds a lot. But is there some sort of awareness campaign that is going on there? Do the people really understand that sanitation? It's important for them not to have issues like this, especially now that someone prestigious has lost his life because of this issue. How do they feel, and what are they doing about it from now on?
Thank you very much. That is exactly that has brought this story out to public domain. That exactly what we are doing is what has brought this information to the public domain, and people are surprised about it. When I came and became the minister, I went through the health documents, and I saw that it is a very scary issue. So quickly we tried to form a committee to put a sanitation environment, the environment and sanitation committee into place, and to go around the whole region and to do proper investigation and tell us what is really the case. We have done that for 6 months. We have, educated the people, given them education about this typhoid thing, and the rate at which it's going. At the end of the day, we concluded to have a task force, because whatever it is, the enforcement of the sanitation rules and regulations are not complied with very well. So we formed a task force in place. We have a 21-member task force that goes around, that is going to go around the whole region and to educate people and also to enforce sanitation and waste management regulations. And that is how, and when we were inaugurating this particular committee, that's how this came to public, and people are worried about it. I only pray to say that most of the regions should be looking at that, especially regions that share borders with the Water Lake and the Oti River, and have markets around that area. Should be looked at seriously and also see what is going on. You may be surprised to know that other communities may have even worse results, as we're talking about.
Wow. The education is one bit and enforcement is another. Is there any plan from your side to enforce the sanitation bylaws, especially by the assemblies?
Yes, we have asked all our assemblies to get set the bylaws, and they have done that. The environment and sanitation sector also have some laws that we are going to implement, and we formed a committee in each district, and then the committee from the region will go and supervise the jobs that they are doing in each district. And We've done that one. We have gazetted our bylaws. We have informed all the authorities that are concerned so far as this thing is concerned. Yeah.
Well, this is what we have seen. That is what you have stated, the 22,000 and more. Maybe there may be other cases that you've not recorded it. Is there any plan from your side, i.e. the health or directory, the Ghana Health Service or hospitals to sort of embark on any immunization exercise to get people vaccines and all that to protect themselves as this issue still persists?
When we were launching the task force, I'm happy to inform you the regional health directorate was around with us, and he gave us proper documents and proper figures to show. The 22,261 is supposed to be the figure that was recorded between January and let's say June. Now, we are talking about the first, second quarter. So we're hoping that it will be bigger, by the end of December. Yes, we have asked the Health Secretariat and Directorate to do same to us. We are going to meet with the Regional Health Director and all the health institutions in OT and to find ways of, doing what we can to stop this menace. We're going to do that. After the task force, the next thing for us to do is to get the primary health care and all the health facilities that are concerned about the health of the people of OT region to come to the table to see how best we're going to solve this issue.
But how do your people receive health care in the area, looking at what is happening now?
Now, after the education, I think it's doing better. But the issues are right there. One, when you take water from, let's say, OT River, and you cook and, you use it to cook, you use it to drink, and you do a lot of things, and the water is not treated. But especially that, all the debt in OT region, so far as we are concerned, gets back to the OT River. Then it's a serious issue.
But you do not have a pipe-borne water there?
No pipe-borne. No pipe-borne. No water treatment, structures or anything in OT.
And as the regional minister, what are you going to do about it to ensure that they get water, they get potable water?
What we have done so far is to talk to the water and sanitation board in Accra, and we had one water sanitation, water treatment board in Domanko. But 5 years ago, it has been broken down and nothing has been done about it. We wrote to the Ministry of Water and Sanitation, and we got to the President, and the President promised the people of the region 40 million Ghana cedis to repair that water treatment structure that we have in Domanko. Apart from that, there's no water treatment structure in OT. The small ones are broken down. They do only borehole water treatment, and that is not the issue. We are talking about water treatment from the OT and the voter to the people, because those are, those things those are the areas that matter. And we don't have any of them anyway.
All right, so now that you don't have all this and you are working towards it, how do the people manage? What's like...
They're still going to drink the same water.
I know. I mean, obviously they're going to drink the same water, but is there a way that they actually try to filter it, maybe in a local way or something? There should be a technique that they are using. Let us know.
Yes, they used to do this borehole and water treatment, but boreholes, and because of the level of water situation in OT, during the dry season, you can have so many boreholes that don't work. You won't get even water from there. And at the end of the day, you still depend on the OT River or the Volta Lake. There's nothing. People have tried to do boreholes in all the areas, tried to do mechanized boreholes, and tried to do some small treatments. Some NGOs have done it in Dambai, in Kwame Nkrumah, and other areas. It didn't help. And because those things are also not managed well, it becomes an issue where, people don't even account to whatever, they get from, structures that NGOs and the government has put in place to solve situations like that. They don't do it, and it becomes a problem. Our concern now, and a major problem now, in the absence of all this, OT region, 9 districts, have only one regional hospital. It's only one at Raura, and it's a hospital and the regional hospital at Raura. We have a hospital, at Jasikai, and then we have one other hospital at Papasi, by the Presbyterian Church, and another one at Nkwanta, St. Joseph's Hospital. In absence of that, no other hospital anywhere, and that is also a problem. Like I was saying, we lost a chief on Sunday when we were told that he was ill and that he was a typhoid patient, and we had to take him quickly to Raura. When we got to Raura, we lost the chief. And I was saying that I'm the regional minister. 2 weeks ago, at the funeral grounds of 2 people or 3 people in Nambai, 2 of them died because of typhoid. That is how serious, the typhoid is said. And when you come to OT, and because, people go to hospitals, they are tested, some of these things is not public, so you might not know that it is having a toll on the people of OT region. Seriously. And if I give you the figure, even now, before the year ends, it's not easy at all to talk about, especially where we have the big markets. The numbers are circulating. You come to Biakuya and you go to Abutuasi. Now we have about 2,258 people who have been confirmed within 5-6 months. You go to Karachi East, where the Dambai market is, where I'm talking about. You have 4,533 people who have been confirmed having typhoid. Go to Karachi West. In only these 6 months, it has been identified that 6,629 people have been confirmed, having typhoid fever.
Wow.
And so on and so forth. Yeah.
And the figures are just alarming. Mr. Minister, I want to find out from you. Are your people aware? Do they know? You said you'll be embarking on some education. But as we speak now, do they know what really typhoid fever is?
Yes, they know it's about death. They know it's about the sanitation. They know it's about poor water and all those things. They know about it. But like I'm saying, the unfortunate aspect of thing is that where this thing is happening most is the livelihood area of the OT region, where the typhoid is very, very, very severe. It's the big markets in the OT. And in OT, out of the 9 districts, 7 of the districts are, banded with the OT and Volta Lake, where their livelihood depends on the river and on farming, and again for lack of water treatment. What else can we do? That is the issue. They are aware of it.
Well,
people are aware. The education is going on every day, and I know they are aware of it. Before that, they are also complaining that government has come to their aid, build some good hospitals, and let's have some water treatment bodies all over the place. After all, if water can be treated from Sugagope and transported to Togo, why can't water in Abutuasi be treated to give the people in Abutuasi water? Why can't water be treated in Dambai to give a community, a huge community like Dambai, potable water? Why shouldn't places like Pamikrum have water treatment equipment that can treat water and let the pipe give us good water to take? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Somebody asked me the other time, does he discourage you that you have a region? If you have a region and you don't have a hospital and you don't have some of these things, are you enticed about it? I'll say yes, whatever it takes. When we were even in Volta, these issues were there. It's only that people didn't identify it. And we are identifying it because today, OT is a small region, and some of us will have to identify what will create problems for us and what will bring the goodies for us.
What was the entire population for your region?
The entire population of the region is around 800 and something thousand people.
And so we've had some people going already as a result of typhoid.
Yeah, for that one, I can assure you. Anybody who tells you he doesn't know that something is happening about typhoid and the death, most of them is by typhoid, will be making a serious mistake. You come to Dambai and everybody knows the evil and the danger of Dambai is typhoid fever. And yet that is the capital town of the region, and that has the biggest market in, if I'm not over-exaggerating, in the southern Sahara in the southern part of Ghana. Very big place.
So for
And
now,
people come all over the place. Yeah.
So for now, the immediate thing you want is a water treatment plant.
Water treatment plant. That would be excellent for us. Then we can now go into the hospitals, where even the small ones, the minor ones can be treated out. The water treatment plant. Water treatment plant.
Have you initiated a move?
Water treatment plant will do the magic for us.
Have you initiated a move yet for that treatment plant?
Yeah, we have spoken. Like I said, I've spoken to the CEO of Water and Sanitation Board, and the first one that we had that has been spoiled. The president told us during the budget hearing that he has allocated 40,000, Ghana cedis to rehabilitate the water treatment in Domanko. But we will love that places like Dambai, Abotoase, Kwame Krum, these are big towns, on the lake to be looked at,
Should all these appeals and the education and all the things you are saying be ignored, what do you think that the future will look like for people of OT?
Okay. Yeah, in the first place, we have and I have instructed that all the district assemblies should put in their budget water treatment structure in their budget. All, especially when almost all the headquarters of the districts are on this lane. We have asked that they should put into their budget by next year that whatever it is, we should find a way. The assembly should find a way of treating waters from the Uti and the Volta Lake to their people. And that is paramount. We have also asked them that they build small hospitals in their area of jurisdiction. Very, very important. And we have asked that education should not stop until we overcome typhoid in Uti region. Very, very important. And that the enforcement of the sanitation regulations, the what they call Sama issue in those days, should start immediately. And we are going to look at that and we're going to work on that. We are also going to plead with the government to support us, in some of the ventures that we are going to put in place, especially the water treatment, issues in the big towns of the Uti region.
Oh, now, before you go, we've given you the opportunity to preach sanitation in your region. You would want to speak to your residents or the people you are leading in your local dialect by way of asking them to sort of practice hygiene or personal hygiene and all the things that are needed to protect themselves from contracting or being infected with the typhoid fever.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful for the opportunity. Otifue, yeah, Pamucho. Yamana, yeah, Kano, Anokwariasem. We pay woo or typhoid and tea. Yanshu, I am Yanshu ni ye. Adriani, I yedi Yanshu ni ye. Baby, I beg giant nine, Yanshu. Say, baby, I beg giant nine be a baby pa. Emma, baby bonnet, Mwa, Mayarena, and Cosro. Yes, Remo. Yes, Remo. But I go school, no, only hygiene is life. Hygiene is life. Now, say, one share won't year or China Uti baby near Arabia Abeto. And yes, say, Pamcho, Ubiara, obey ye, Sindiara, and onshore baby or the China Beto. Say, won't show in Chayo, or Dambayo, or Botuasio, or Pami Krumo, or Rau, uwa domanko, uwa kabeche, uwa gurubi, uwa krache, baby and sunu fabiarano. A Tribalium mobayano, Monshasa mobayi a finsono, ma and a finum consunum. The beara also will be chef or hygiene, are very, very important. Baby pa, Naja or night. And caught in Suano, and Cassette, and sure a fire and Jimmy could jam in 9 or nine sure the acco. And so the court, Nasa and Noara de Beba. Then I can you say, and you said, you need sure you're treating you, I know, or region. Your bumpire say on my penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. No can or yeno, obey a boy, Nasanya Mayina, to a chat. Now, see a tremor. The Bibia, if you see, charity begins at home. The best tremor. Now, say me Bomoko so say, your tax force, no, the team money in Amaso. Oba, now baby, now oh, yeah, baby, now you're chill. Say now, oh, yeah, yet. On the chill, you're the Ubeko, Ube to your car. When to your car, punishment as ever more, ever more. Yes, Jow ho. Send us some year, you might ever chairman about yes, yes, tea. Your barber show you, your barber show was very rare, the barber show the beer would do their costing in Nara. Yangasa, your better not Uti, na Uti Ankasa, a fine. Yes, Remo. Uti, ya, Asia, but I not to be a jelly. At the Yamababa, Yaquemo, and never part. And to make Pamochel, Utifuri, and Damase, Set Mate, Yakano. Very Kukunami, Be a Messiah man, Nepo, a bo, Be Uti were near a year. So give a for you la Firia, Nakobe Tepamaula for year, and yet the Feria ma block, Machonum, Baradekeva, Nami, Lemiape, and Badio. Amesiame ne pobe etinue aza atodanu etinue anu eta mile kuku de na amesiame mile problème amesiame ne drive afedo amesiame ne ji tefema aya foji ma defuna dukwao apenami
Honorable, thank you. Honorable, thank you so much. Thank you. We are grateful for your time. And we would keep pushing the good work you are doing in your region. John Kojo Japan is the OT Regional Minister, and he has spoken extensively about what is happening in the region. Over 22,000 individuals infected by typhoid fever, and the chief of Dambai has passed on as a result of typhoid fever. This is sad.
Very sad, actually, because a lot of people do not know how serious typhoid fever can be. You know, sometimes when people say typhoid fever, a lot of people just think it's like, oh, it's malaria, it's normal, it's something that can just go. But at the end of it, it's very serious. It's very detrimental to our health. And for those numbers that he's mentioning, that's scary.
Very.
Because that could include children, too. That could also include children, and I don't know, something needs to be done about this. I mean, if it's been going on for a while, I think something should have been done, but it's quite unfortunate that in 2025 we are still here. And I just pray a government agency that is in charge of certain things, especially water, should come to their aid.
They need water.
Just come to their aid. Because I feel like water is actually normal, basic necessity.
They need water. Please get them the treatment plant now. Get the treatment plant functioning. 22,000. We don't know how many individuals are suffering from typhoid fever and they're in their homes because they can't access health care. And we are sitting here looking at the figures escalate. 22,600, I think 21 or something. It's a lot in that region. Even if it's 2 cases, that is too much.
Yeah,
even if it's 2 cases.
And you know, what can make it worse is that some people have other underlying issues.
Yes.
Yeah, health issues. Especially older people that can have probably some lifestyle diseases that they've been managing or trying to contain. When someone like that is hit with typhoid, it's worse.
And when you are hit with typhoid, trust me, It's very bad, and you wouldn't be able to do anything. You would be weak. You wouldn't be able to go to your workplace. It's actually going to affect workforce in the area. Mind you, a lot of the people there are farmers, and they're also into markets and all those things.
So that means those 22 people.
Yes.
Those 22,000 people are probably at home.
Yes, and even in the health facility where he also indicated they have limited health facilities in the region. I think something must be looked at this. We shouldn't just look at the figures and laugh. The Ghana Health Service, please get your men on the grounds to do what is expected of you. Also, the Ministry of Health, Kwabena Mintakando, Honorable, please just move to the region and see what can be done about it. We'll be very excited that in the next few months to come, you would see the cases decreasing, and eventually we wouldn't record any case in that region. Because mind you, if it happens in Oti region, there would be a carrier who would move from Oti region to other regions, and it's just simple. If you are having typhoid fever, sanitation, you are eating fecal matter. Yes, it's just simple. And since you are consuming fecal matter, it means that you are getting it from the food, you are getting it from water, and once it's entering into your system, there will be a situation like this. And if there is a situation like this and you do not have the needed healthcare in your community, you do not have medication, you do not have all that, it's going to be a very big blow to all of us in the country. Another big issue that we received this week, we have been talking a lot about roads. We've been talking about what is happening in this country, especially driving on the Accra-Kumasi highway. Maybe the roads minister would have to tell us what is being done about the road to make it safe. The transport ministry, same. The National Road Safety Authority, same. And even as drivers, we should find ways and means to make the road safe for everybody. Because not long ago, we were talking about 11 people dying on the road. And even 16 people dying on that same road when they were from a church event program, and they were coming back home. And just yesterday.
And they were kids. 7
individuals passed on the road. Are we waiting for last minute that everybody who would be driving on the road will be wiped away, then we will come declaring a state of emergency on this road? I really don't know what is happening on this stretch. People, some of the comments you see, people mostly complain about the fact that it's how the drivers are applying the stretch.
Yeah, I think
reckless driving.
The issue of reckless driving is also part of it, and I don't know. There should be some test or something, so revoking people's licenses and stuff like that. I think all those should be part of it.
Because you can't be driving recklessly and an innocent person who is on the stretch, minding his or her business, you overtake, and all of a sudden, you get lives perished. You just kill people on the road. And we keep saying that these people might be breadwinners.
Exactly. And I also think that apart from the issue of reckless driving, I also think there are a lot of people that do not abide to the road signs, that don't even understand the road signs, that don't understand the basic rules of using certain roads. You will see people want to overtake in curves, like very sharp curves. You will see people wanting to overtake in very narrow, small
and even
roads.
hills.
You understand?
So you can't see the vehicle ahead of you, and you want to overtake.
It's crazy.
Hey, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, our Eastern Regional Correspondent is joining us live for us to have conversations on this and tell us what really happened, the exact location it happened, the time this disaster happened, and what he's been hearing so far, his talks from the various authorities in the Eastern region. Neoni Amatekanako, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
I trust you are doing well.
Yes, I'm doing well by good grace.
Let's understand the road crash that happened yesterday. Where exactly did it happen? What time? And the numbers involved?
All right. So, good morning to our cherished listeners and viewers who are watching us live today. Now, the accident which happened yesterday happened at the Pada number 2, which is located on the main Accra-Kumasi highway. Now, this particular area is in the Kwahu West municipality, which is very, very close to Nkoko. Now, it's involved a long truck, a long vehicle, and a bus sprinter bus, which we understand was conveying some passengers from the Somenya area to the Rongahafu area. Now, 10 people were on board this particular vehicle, which got involved in the accident with a long trailer, and 7 died on the spot. Now, a baby girl survived the accident. A baby survived miraculously, survived the accident and was rushed to the Nkoko Police Family Hospital. Preliminary investigations indicate that the driver of the long beat, together with his mate, whom both survived the accident, since that they fell asleep behind the wheel.
Really?
Yes. But other passersby who also witnessed the unfortunate accident also blamed it on the poor nature of the road. Now, that particular stretch, I should say, has a lot of potholes. Unbearable potholes, I must say. Now, the road infrastructure along that side is something that government needs to critically take a good look at. Because I schooled in that particular enclave, the Kwahu area, and I remember in the year 2000 when I was using that particular stretch, it was not as bad as it is now. It's gone from bad to worse. So when you have passengers flying that particular route on a daily basis, and all what they do is wait before they get to their destination.
So now that where is the driver and the mate of the long vehicle, that is the truck?
So the driver and mate, they are currently in police custody. They suffered some minor injuries and were taken to the Police Family Hospital in Nkoko for some treatment, but currently they are in police custody. The Nkoko Police Division assisting with investigation.
Maybe sorry to ask, but the people who perished, are they identifiable? I'm asking this because if there is a crash, maybe the families will now be notified of their loved ones passing sadly on the road. Are they easily identifiable?
Yes,
since we've seen that the vehicle got mangled.
Yes, so some of the family members this morning, I understand, have begun trooping into the hospital to identify their loved ones. That is what I was told this morning.
And these individuals that were transporting from Somanya to the Brongahafu, is that what you said? Brongahafu, right?
Yes.
Borno region. And are they traders? What did you gather? Because I can see sort of, is it tomatoes or palm nuts on the floor or something?
Onion.
Okay, onions. Okay.
Yes. So I can't really tell if they were going for a program or they were in the area to trade. That I cannot really say for now. Let the police conclude their investigation.
So immediately this incident happened, which of the authorities moved there? Ghana Fire Service, police? Which of the authorities moved there to ensure that, one, the road is cleared, and two, to save the individuals who were in this crash?
So the Ghana National Fire Service, the Nkoko Division, rushed the scene together with the MTCD personnel, and also the ambulance service also joined in to assist with clearing the road, and then also ensuring that those who got injured were transported to the hospital safely.
Would there be any form of investigation that will be conducted? And if yes, what has been the conversation like from the various authorities, especially in the eastern region, to really understand what caused the accident?
Yes, so investigations are ongoing. It started yesterday, immediately after the accident, and the police personnel got to the scene. But Is it always going to be an investigation without a major? Because it's becoming one too many on that particular stretch. I can say this year alone, between the Nkoko area and Buntu, we've lost several people. It happens. Multiple people are reported severally just this year alone, and majority of the crashes are apportioned to the bad nature of the road. People are really calling for the completion of the dualization of the Accra-Kumasi highway. They believe this will end or reduce the nature of accidents and its severity on that particular stretch. And I must tell you, I used that stretch just 3 days ago, and Philip, it's in a very bad state. It's in a very bad state. We should open the phone lines for our viewers and listeners to say a word or two about that particular road, especially those who use the Accra-Kumasi road on a daily basis. You'll be amazed about the things they will say about the nature of the road as we speak now.
Before we let you go, Chris, you have something you want to ask me? Because I'm sad.
I'm sad. I'm more concerned about the baby.
Where the baby is now?
Yes, like I would like to know, like, do you know what age range that baby was? Is it possible to know?
Yes, I'm sure the baby would not be more than 5 years.
Okay. Wow. So she's like a toddler.
A toddler.
Yes, a toddler. Yeah, it wouldn't be more than 5 years. It was a video that I saw. She was screaming, calling for her mother.
And her mother is not there again.
Yeah. Yes, it's quite a sad situation.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Niamate Kanako is our Eastern Regional Correspondent, bringing us this rather sad story and telling us details of that. 3 survived, including the truck driver and the mate, and the baby, or say toddler, on the bus survived, who actually is not going to see the mom anymore because the mom has passed on. 7 individuals dying. How long are we keeping? Are we going to see a lot more people die on the Accra-Kumasi highway? If it's actually the road construction, it has to be checked. If it's how people are driving, it has to be checked. I don't know how many police checkpoints are on the stretch. I really don't know what the police may be doing when these people get to the checkpoint. I don't know, but maybe it has to be checked. And also, if
they have to come up with different mechanisms.
If you are driving on the stretch, you would have to be praying, because it's just a sad one that just last week there was an incident. Almost every week there was a problem on the road.
And you know what? Honestly, I'm exhausted and
talking about Kumasi Highway.
Exactly. I'm so exhausted, and it takes a lot of emotional toll on us reporting this issue.
Yes.
Because look at the issue of now this baby or this child going to be alone, and now how are we even going to identify the family? Imagine that woman was traveling without a phone. How are you going to identify the family? It's just too much. Like, it's just too much. It takes a lot of emotional toll to sit here and talk about the same thing always and
every day.
You know, it's not just about the road, but the lives that are lost on that road.
DO2 Samuel Mante in Kokho Municipal Fire Commander is joining us. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, my brother.
I trust you are doing well.
This is sufficient, and we are alive and doing the work that Ghana has started into our hands.
You were at the scene yesterday.
Ghana National Fire Service was there.
Tell us what report you gathered when your men visited the place yesterday.
Thank you very much. Let me capitalize on this opportunity to give your cherished listeners. Yesterday, at about 13:45 hours, the Nkoko Command of the Ghana National Fire Service received a distress call reporting a fatal road traffic accident at a place called Nkawanda, number 2, near Nkoko. And as soon as the call came, the fire tender was immediately dispatched to the incident scene. And they got there approximately 14:00 hours. And when they got there, they realized that 2 vehicles had involved in a crash. One Benz bus Sprinter, which was traveling from Somenya through Koporia to Sefi. And then the registration number is AW 4619-14 with passengers on board. And then the other vehicle, man diesel cargo truck with registration number JN 114-21, which was also traveling from Kumasi to heading towards Accra. And upon arrival, they realized that 7 persons have reported or died on the spot. And then 10 persons, some were already transported to hospital, and some were also trapped in the center bus. So with the expertise of the Ghana National Fire Service, we extricated and managed to rescue the trapped victims and handed them over to the Ghana Ambulance Service. Unfortunately, the victims that were handed over include a very little baby of less than 2 years, who also had a critical injury. So they were transported to Holy Family Hospital and Kinop Care. And the number that went to Holy Family Hospital were 5 casualties. And those that went to Kinop Care, they were 6. So upon our further investigation this morning, we had this thing that the 5 that were sent to Holy Family, one also lost one life there. And then the Kinop Hospital, they lost 1. So in total, now the death toll is 9. And then the Holy Family, 3 as we speak, have been discharged, treated and discharged, leaving the little baby, who also lost the mother. Unfortunately, the little baby lost the mother. That's the unfortunate aspect. So currently, she is under the care of a family, a volunteer who is taking care of her at the hospital. And we probed further and realized that the fault came from the man diesel truck, because at a point he was trying to overtake an ongoing vehicle. But because of that, it reduces the width of the road. And then the other car was also coming. So when the road became narrow, there was nothing you could do than to ramp into the sprinter. And that is exactly what happened yesterday.
And with that, the individual that you are suspecting that caused the accident, they are rather alive, the driver and the mate?
Unfortunately, the driver and the mate also had injury. And police immediately, arrested the driver. And because of the condition of the driver, he was also taken to the hospital, but not like those in the center bus.
So what really is it, that the driver was sleeping or he was tired, that is fatigue? What have you been able to establish?
Like I rightly said, the investigation had unraveled the driver, was overspeeding. The driver was overspeeding, and in the course of that, he tried to overtake another vehicle, and in the process, he landed into the center bus.
We also understand that the nature of the road is also very terrible. Will you agree with that? And if yes, how often do you record road crashes at that portion of Nkoko in the eastern region?
Over here, it is very rampant. To be very honest with you, the nature of the road is not a new news. you all know the nature of the road. Portion of it had potholes and other things, but I will not be in a position to speak on that. So the road might also be a contributing factor, but the severe one happens to be the overspeeding.
So right now the number has risen to 9. That toll.
9, exactly.
Very sad.
Right. I just want to ask, how does the fire service actually coming to this sort of situations?
As fire service, we are more or less positioned in terms of our education equipment and in terms of fire engine, well positioned, personnel well positioned, but we don't also wish that despite we being positioned, such incidents occur. So it's an advice that I want to also extend to the drivers that anytime they are on the road, they should observe well. They should also understand the risk areas whenever they are traveling on the road. And they should also understand that overtaking is no good. You see, the moment you engage in that act, it boils down to criminality, because you are going to cause a life, to be lost. And we don't want such situation, to continue or to reoccur.
DO2, Samuel, I want to find out from you, is it safe driving on the road, that road?
The point is that I wouldn't say it is safe or it's not safe, because the point we all need to keep in mind is that no route in Ghana or in Africa or in the world is safe if you don't behave well on the road. So the behavior is a very important aspect of the situation. If you don't behave well, irrespective of the nature of the road, you might end up in this situation.
Final message from you to drivers, to the various authorities, i.e. Transport Ministry, the roads, the Ghana Police Service, because it makes your work very difficult. I was about asking you how many minutes or hours it took you to clear the road and also get the vehicle off the stretch. If you can share with us before you go to your final words.
Well, that's good. Anytime we respond to such incidents, our focus is on the rescue mission. How best we can rescue the trapped victims. So when we mend our tactical on that aspect, then after that, if it is within our mandate or our strength to clear the road, or it's beyond us, then we also liaise with the Ghana MPTB and other stakeholders to ensure that the road is cleared.
Okay. So your final words, state organizations, stakeholders coming involved to ensure that we get a safer road, that is Accra Kumasi Highway.
My final word is one, the authority in charge should also more or less ensure that the road appears more or less good for travelers. And then the drivers should also be very cautious, because if you are not cautious, the probability that you get involved in accidents is very high. So the transport union must have a way of also regulating the drivers whenever they are on the road. They should have a very advisory, something to guide the drivers so that some of these things, will be avoided.
Thank you so much, DO2 Samuel Mante. He's the Nkoko Municipal Fire Commander. We are grateful for your time, and we appreciate the fact that you join us to have conversations on this 7. Now it's moved to 9. So individuals, 9 people have perished on the Accra Kumasi Highway just yesterday.
Yeah, and you know what? Something just came into my mind as we're talking about this, because this issue also, there's an issue like this going on in, say, Nigeria right now, where trucks also ram into people, and, well, allegedly they are the Dangote's trucks. But it was found out that most of these drivers were not even qualified drivers, and some of them were even underage to drive these trucks. So if the authorities could actually check the people driving these trucks,
refresher courses,
are they even do they even have the right to drive these courses? Do they have the experience to drive these courses? Are they even normal?
Well, Chris is asking a lot of questions. We need the answers. Please, we need some sort of refresher courses for the drivers. And drivers, please be careful on the roads. Innocent people like us, when we are driving, we just want to be safe. Don't be killing us on the roads, okay? Let's go for this break. When we come back, we bring you more on the show.
Curious about what's happening beyond your borders? Beyond Borders takes you there. Every Wednesday at 7 p.m., join Caleb Kuda as he explores the stories that shape our world, connecting you with Ghanaians in other cultures and seeing the world through their eyes.
So we've learned one thing: you leave your shoes outside. Wow.
Tuesday, you know, I won't go to Ghana dressed in a Lacoste. I would
as director of operations.
From international politics to the human stories that define nations, Beyond Borders brings you a fresh perspective of Ghanaians around the world, one conversation at a time. Beyond Borders with Caleb Kuda airs Wednesdays at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
Phobia, intimidate Bokura, Nakumera Oma, Odo Minewa, oh, Unim Samenewa. Oda menewa unim se menewa akume musa me kama tren dia pana minyo odo musa mi dono na yenye ni na mayo Yayenke nyina makao na modonti Ode wodona chichimie ama mijimi uendie Ya pana minyo na wo unsemi dono Unimsemi ne wadie Mini yonophobia kawa Intimidate Bokura, oh, Nakume Daoma, Odo Menewa, Unim Samenewa, Idiabata body and it chai chana. Bata me hote senia odoye wu amaya muntio masha obo se me shewara mi trimu po meda wakwe frisa doye de makam tam se me ne obeye mi sumo de wosomo mi keke masha obo se me shewara mi trimu po meda wakwe frisa doye de makam tam se me ne obeye mi sumo be wosomo mi keke Yawupeni na me amao, Yawupeni na metamamo, Yawupeni na die. Germany, I won't pay what your wishes, my command. Order you will cheer me, Wakuma Sadio, and I Jemuka metamamo. Cause my love is so upon your love, and you know that I can never live without your love. Me kakita, yenchi me. Ake ikebo ba ishida. Buffet body etilenke kayoshimi. Kentono kekemi. Kentono keka omi kola. Buffet body etile kayoshimi. Inkebono, inkebono, inkebono. Ole ake shinkebono. Ole ake shinkebono, inkebono, inkebono. Ole ake shinkebono. Kentono, kekemi, kentono, keka omi kola, bofe money ejile, kayoshimi, mikebono, ikebono, ikebono, ole ake shinkebono. Ikebono, 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 ole ake shinkebono. Problem day, you better call Jesus. I'm only big man know the ball on me, and I watch your face. I see the hope raining down on me. Everything could have been lovely, but I'm just another guy, just another guy. Obsessed with my morals, concerned with my liberty. Options overflow, I'm not gonna lie, that's a change in my energy. Praying I never go down. If I step on toes, my apologies. Everything could have been lovely, but I'm just another guy, I'm just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, I'm just another guy. If I could, you wouldn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, I'm just another guy. You didn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy. You know the money I want, give me the one. Yeah, you keep $2 city safer. Come in, let's talk, I no go see you later. Blacky champion, they go fit to hate town. Browning now with the final boss. 1,000 bullets to my body on form. Summarize string with the situation. When money long, we no fit to hate time with the party day long. Obsessed with my morals, concerned with my liberty. Options overflow, I'm not gonna lie, that's a change in my energy. Praying I never go down. If I step on toes, my apologies. Everything could have been lovely, but I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you didn't tell me to sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy, just another guy. If I could, you didn't tell me sacrifice it all. But I'm just another guy. They be out here, many manami, say you don't see. Neatity, am I a bim bum? Kundu, Ranikonechina Yenchi. I touch a dear, what they back on the back up, no one miss a 1 car, Quintin fee. Intimacy that found to my mom, and the ano, I am bump, Kaki de Bina Yendi. Headed to Moa when I am a fair. O fema no ana mi Jimmy abete Jimmy so na wuni misa wo kwa me pe me shasi e pe wa chenyene uye makume muhime atana numwe ora makume ni kwa ajinjini ajojonkwa arone atetin kwa ora makume ni kwa ajinjini ajojonkwa aroni atetin kwa wada makumeni na kwa ajinjini ajojonkwe aroni atetin kwa wada makumeni na kwa ajinjini ajojonkwe aroni atetin kwa wada makumeni na.
Oh, it sounds like you're singing for me. I was blushing and all. You know, it's like a music video. Anyway, Clear Music, how are you?
I'm doing well yourself.
When they introduced you and you opened your mouth and sang, I was like, glory. That was a very heavy voice from a very small man. Like, do you know what you carry when it comes to your voice?
I hear a lot.
You hear a lot.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
Maybe not to get it into my head.
Oh, not to get it in your head.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get into your head. Let it flow, let it flow, let it flow. Anyway, so how long have you been singing for?
I've been doing this more than 10 years.
More than 10 years.
Yeah.
And at what point did you realize that I can sing?
Actually, it didn't get to me that I could sing. My mom was trying to push me to do that. And I was a bit reluctant from the beginning.
Can you move the mic a bit? And you can...
Yeah. I was actually a bit reluctant from the beginning because I didn't see myself there. And I was just playing around with instruments because I grew up in the church, so it was just the instrument I was playing with. So one time I tried a video of myself playing a particular song, and then I posted it, and my friends were like, no, you could do it. So I tried it once, then someone saw me, gave me a platform, and then, yeah.
And now you're here?
Yeah.
Wow. So do you do only covers?
Yes, for now.
For now?
Yeah.
And how do they inspire you?
Most of the songs kind of like talk to me in different ways. So I kind of like listen to the song, relate to it before try working it out. So like the Black Sherry song like this.
You added your own thing to it.
Yes,
clearly.
because I feel differently about the whole thing. Because sometimes you go through situations and then you feel like that's the end of the world. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. That's a good one. But do you ever plan to have your own songs?
Yes.
Are you working on something?
Not now.
Not now.
I'm
Why?
saddled
Why
with
not
a lot
now?
of work stuff.
Oh, okay. You do other things apart
Yes,
from
I'm
singing.
actually an accountant by profession, so.
Big things are going on. That's nice.
Yeah.
So between accounting and singing, if you were asked to choose one, which one would you choose?
Wow. I better not choose.
You better not choose.
Yes.
But how do you juggle accounting and singing?
Okay, so accounting is like the main hustle. So there are a lot of things that come in between that.
Right.
And then the music is on booking, you know.
Yeah.
So for like places like the Royal St. it's like every month thing, once in a month. So they give you the dates. Okay. So you get to know ahead of time and then
So you actually plan your gigs according to how you work.
Yeah.
All right, so that's nice actually. So how can people reach out to you in case they want to book you for a gig?
Okay, so you can reach me on my social media handles, all of them at Clear Music. The Clear Music spelled CLEMUZICK.
Yeah.
On Instagram, on X.
Are you affordable since you are already an accountant?
I mean, I think affordability is
It all
opinion-based,
depends, right?
so your affordability might not be mine.
Yeah.
So it all depends on the person.
Right. Okay, that's nice. So on all social media platforms, Clay Music?
Yes, please.
All right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to book him, all social media platform, Clay Music, and support this big voice, and let this big voice actually add some flair into your event. And now it's time for us to check out the entertainment highlight of the day. We'll be back after that.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily. My name is Ni Komite Kome, and this is proudly powered by GhanaWeekend.com. Actor and Deputy Minister of Agriculture, John Dumelo, has celebrated his second son's birthday with a heartfelt message on Instagram that touched many followers. Now married to Gifty Mawunya since 2018, Dumelo is now a proud father of 3 and often speaks about the joy of fatherhood. Well wishes from friends, colleagues, and fans have flooded social media, highlighting his devotion to family while balancing a career in politics and entertainment. For Dumelo, the milestone is not only about his son's growth, but also a reminder of the blessing of family. Now to our next highlight. The Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, has recovered 100 stolen luxury vehicles smuggled into Ghana, with 300 more cases under investigation alongside Interpol, the FBI, and Canada's RCMP. Now, the agency warned the public to exercise caution when buying cars, especially luxury models like Mercedes-Benz, Bentley, and BMWs, as many are stolen abroad and shipped with forged documents. IOCO also cautioned against fraudsters posing as its officials. Buyers are urged to check VIN numbers, verify histories, and confirm authenticity before purchase. IOCO says its mandate is to protect Ghana's reputation and curb organized crime. Now to our next highlight. The family of legendary highlife musician Daddy Lumba has officially informed government of his passing during a courtesy call on Chief of Staff Julius Deborah. The meeting, held on Monday, August 25, was part of traditional protocols to pave way for the funeral arrangements and possible state support. Daddy Lumba, born Charles Kojo Fosu, died on July 26 at the Bank Hospital in Accra. Known for classics like Abien Waha and Yentiobia, he released over 30 albums and shaped Ghana's high life for more than 3 decades. His 1-week observance is set for August 30 in Accra, with final funeral rites in Kumasi.
I'm just say a brass to say you didn't know watch it. Near me been to Mumfanche, and to me I'm a hantem. Sansa Mwankasana, Moso Nada Jenny Hakra. And into the Massa Braina, you able to me about bomb money. Neja. Could you I am with the annoy Mubi idea? More beer, Monsom Warno. Ja, what's what I say? Nama Pija. Yea, I'm yet to me, I dear, say, yet to me, eh.
Now to our next highlight. Burna Boy has dismissed bizarre claims in Nigeria that his unshaved armpits are the source of his success through voodoo, aka juju. Speaking in an Apple Music interview, the Grammy-winning Afrobeat star revealed that some compare him to the biblical Samson, whose strength was linked to his hair. Burna described the rumors as hilarious and dumb, adding that he even searched whether such a thing could be true. He clarified that the misconception is one of many wild stories he hears about himself, but insisted his achievements come from talent and hard work, not superstition.
One is that I don't like to shave my armpits, right? People think that it's some, you know how Samson in the Bible is, right?
Yeah, with
like,
the hair.
With the hair, like the hair is the power. Like, so literally, there's some people now that come and just create that. Like, that's where, like, the power is.
Now to our next highlight. Former security guard Imani Ellis testified that Cardi B spat on her, insulted her, and cut her face with her fingernails during a 2018 confrontation while pregnant. Ellis claimed in court lasting trauma and is seeking damages. Cardi B's lawyers dispute her story, pointing to inconsistencies and lack of evidence. The trial continues, with the rapper expected to testify next. Now you can get details and updates of these stories when you visit GhanaWeekend.com. Have you visited GhanaWeekend.com today? Do that now.
All right, so there you have it. That's the entertainment highlight of the day. So before we go, we actually have a birthday message. Happy 90th birthday to Madam Augusta Peku. On behalf of your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and especially from your son, Sammy Avalon. Happy birthday.
And that is it for today's edition of Breakfast Daily on Channel 1 TV. I am Philip Neilate. We started those with Nana to 4 Boatin.
And my name is Chris Carter. See you tomorrow on a brand new episode. Bye.